Yeah, we got the puppy, and now you guys are live. How's everybody doing?
Yo, dude, I'm doing good. I'm wondering how that dog doing though. You know,
big chillin'.
He's doing good now. He's chilling. He was not big chilling earlier. He was spicy. and,
big old spicy puppy. Yes, thank you, Gravy. That's what I was going for. What's that dog doing?
Dude, it's too cold for him outside because he's like so small. Yeah. So he goes outside and like he'll be hyped to like go for a walk, and then he'll just start shivering and be like, can't do it. And so then I bring him back in and he loses his mind. And so like we gotta do a lot of indoor games. But now I finally, that's what I was doing before the bracket. I was like, I gotta get him tired out. So he just
burn that energy,
passes out. Yeah.
The new climate changes have been absolutely dreadful for doggos everywhere. It's terrible.
Dude, he looks like he is zonked right now. Not gonna lie.
He is
toasty warm against the sweater. It's perfect.
Out. He's my space heater, which is nice.
That's perfect because I hope mine is not making too much noise because I literally pulled in at like 4:55, going, "Oh boy, I'm cutting this close." Oh, there he is. Oh, look at the little boy.
I heard you talking about him.
Yeah, he's got weird paws. Betting is live. So let's go. Oh, I gotta put myself on. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. GranBlue crashed the second I tabbed over. Okay, we're restarting GranBlue.
Start over.
Don't let Foxy bet him.
No, dude. Who said that? Come on. Don't be a hater. Oh man.
You gotta win the opens to pet. That's.
Oh, that's the actual prize. You got to win the opens, and you get to pet the doggo. All right.
I would say you have to win Mash Fest, but that's not fair because Big Black's won like 70 of them.
Excellent. Oh man. Yeah. So while we're waiting for Pierce to get this GranBlue game going again, we got a real fun bracket here.
We
GranBlue All Stars. So everyone that's won the beginner friendly tournaments gets a shot here. We got all our favorite names. Most recently, of course, we got Nickle that won the last beginner bracket. So
yeah, literally just skated in.
Yeah, hell of a bracket too. Like that was a wicked fun one to watch.
Nice.
And I'm not at all salty that he beat me in winners finals. Not even a little bit.
But I mean, that's always the thing for like those last chances to get into the invitational, right? Everybody is playing like they've never played before, wanting to get that final spot. And that's where you see the biggest upsets too, like in those last chance qualifier situations. Like, you know what? I have to clutch it out here. I have to show my stuff and stop hiding all the tech. This is the time.
This is it. Yeah, Nickle been grinding for so long.
Yeah, Nickle wanted the win so badly.
Yeah, nice. Definitely deserved it. No question there. Like, oh man, just a great run.
Nickle's actually
good for Jukem. Same.
Dude, I think Jukem's gonna run away with it. To be honest, that's my prediction.
Damn, all right.
Dude,
I thought I was gonna be the only bias
number one right now, so hopefully that's not the curse.
Jukem learns so fast. OD Pokken player.
Oh, okay, yeah, them Pokken players.
Yeah. I definitely forgot they were a Pokken player. Yeah, plays a sick Lancelot though. I was definitely impressed the first time I saw him play. And of course, I'm always biased to Lancelot players, so sorry, Zero, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Anybody that got invited just from a recent purchase of GranBlue, since now GranBlue is permanently $20 for your base entry, and then what, 50 for all the DLC?
Yeah, you can get it with all the DLC for 50, or just straight up 20 for the base cast. But the base cast is still super strong in this game, which is really nice.
And you get a lot of fundamentals out of it too, like just really being able to learn how the game works. It has a great tutorial mode, of course. Like I can't chill GranBlue enough because they did a tremendous job of really introducing you to the ideas of fighting games, and then going in depth with the characters. Like each character has their own mission mode for those that don't know, and like it does a great starting point for how to grow with that character beyond.
Yeah.
Like, it gives you your base ideas on how a character works, and it's fantastic.
It actually, I think, has some of the better combo trials I've seen in a while. Like,
really?
yeah, because I think it gives you a good like starting point on like good ideas on what you can apply like later on your own. Like a lot of times I get into mission modes and I'm like, well, I'll never do this. Like this makes no sense. But
Dragon Ball.
yeah.
You sure you won't do your 50 hit combo right there? You don't want to do that every time?
Here's a 3-frame link that's not practical or optimal for damage. Have fun. Yeah, I played a lot of Gran Blue, and I've actually never tried the combo trials.
Damn.
Gosh,
never done
the
it.
first thing I did was I got to know how every character feels right now.
Well, that's funny you say that because that's usually what I do too. But I don't know what it was. I just chose not to.
All right, so we got Nickle on Narmaya, CrimzonBlu on Gran. Yeah, speaking of base cast right here, Gran is just a staple, right? Of just constantly appearing in these brackets and still doing very well. They nerfed this character even, and still that tool set is pretty strong.
Yeah, we've seen Kilo pretty dominantly display some of Gran's more powerful options. It's the boot. He uses the boot. All right, I'll say it. No, like Kilo, OD, top 8 at CEO. Shout out to Kilo. But obviously they're not a beginner, so they're not going to be in this bracket. Yeah, this is round 1. Nickle and CrimzonBlu. Both these guys letting the intros rock. Should be getting right into this. All right. Guys, we do have a match Reno for tonight. Don't forget, we're making some good progress with the code, but there it is.
All right, and Nickle on the Narmaya here. Narmaya is definitely a character. Ooh, great dodge.
What?
Holy cow. Wait a
What a start.
Is this offline? Is this offline? What is this?
Right? Oh my god, OD reactions. Text the throne too? Alright, Nickle, I see you.
Yeah, Nickle is doing a great job here. You know, Narmaya has some changes as well too, just simply because of the universal mechanics. A lot of that building around 6 as well, because of the unique mechanic from 6. So that kind of all builds upon each other universally. So hopefully we'll see some of that come to shine here for Narmaya. Nice carry over the corner with the stances.
I love the way that Nickle's playing this too. It's so patient, just the whole round has just been controlling space so cleanly, waiting for the right opportunity to get in. Yeah, there it is. Getting a couple clean hits here, not overcommitting. Yeah. Oh man. Yep,
and
good jump out.
It's really smart too, because honestly, like, oh jeez, yeah, right there. One touch could absolutely murder like anybody in this game, especially like if you're playing as Gran. Gran's damage is super significant in this game here, and great clash, able to react after. Nickle still holding that lead here, able to balance between the two stances, which is smart too. You know, like it's kind of necessary to play.
Oh, that's a big punish. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, you kind of need to balance those stances if you're playing as Narmaya, right? Definitely not a complete feeling character if you can't do it. Oh my god, Nickle finishing off game 1. Perfect. Let's go, dude. Woo! All right. Yeah, kind of building off what you said earlier. Narmaya is especially scary when you're near the corner because she can side switch you into a corner combo. So you got to play really careful around this character. Definitely a big block button enthusiast, if you will. You know what I mean? Like one of the few characters you really need to use that block button for, because I don't think that side switch is reactable. I could be wrong about that, but.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough thing to react to. Like, if you're not used to facing Narmaya, right? It's
mixed. 100%.
I mean, but the nice thing about Gran, though, Gran has that, you know, easy input reversal, so that does come into play quite often. If you're able to switch back and forth, right? Like, there's benefits to be had for using those, you know, actual inputs versus easy inputs as well. Nice push out of the corner. Good tick throw set up here. Crimson on the offensive here. Could have done EX fireball right there. A little bit of extension, no confirm though, unfortunately.
Yeah, just keep a Nickle in the corner right here. Oh my god, the jump out! Jump over the boot! Alright, yeah, and we're back to exactly where we are last round. Nickle, it's used as big buttons to kind of control space. Gran has to commit to get out, so... Oh, no. That's what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, this is just footsies right here. Oh, no, the boot gets out. Not able to confirm.
You just said the F word. Gran doesn't even know what that means.
No, yeah, you're right. You got me. I got nothing to say about that.
Just shuts down with the boot. Footsies, you meant boot. Got it.
Let's all right. Could be trouble here for Nickle. Chip's about to be a factor for both these cats. All right. Yeah, there it is. Plus frames at the EX boot. Yeah, just get it. All right. CrimzonBlu answering back with a round of their own. Just a poke out. Let's go.
All right, yeah, great 5H right there. And of course, I do joke about Gran not having footsies. Gran definitely has some great, solid fundamental range on these buttons here. 5H is an exceptional button. Great spacing. Great to convert off of, too. Ooh, unique action roll through. Wait a minute. Full extension from Nickle here. And a giant grip of damage.
Yeah, this is bad if you're CrimzonBlu. You got to make a big play, get out of the corner. Oh, okay, that could be it right there. Here we go. Punish the DP, gets the throw. It's going to be close to the overhead. Another hit! Okay, I was really worried Gran's insane corner carry would just murder him there. But there's the side switch. Nickle's going to take it. We're going to final round. Okay. Ooh. Crimson keeping this interesting.
Yeah, no kidding. And you know what? It's terrifying. You try to tech the throw, you could lose your life. Fortunately, Nickle wasn't close enough to the corner to get that full conversion because you're right. Gran could definitely carry right over that corner. Just maybe a step or two away from it. Okay, the boot coming through.
Oh my god. Oh, he got the hit? Yo, Nickle's a god. Let's go, dude.
Pulled the slash, got counter hit right there. Pretty good on the approach. Nickle in this corner control. We've seen the patience before. And the stare down. Dare to roll up in your face. No throw after, nothing. And now Nickle, it's a nice side swap there. Ready to block. Anti-air. Full carry off the wall, but it's side swap. That's unfortunate, but great recognition for Crimson to go straight for that knockdown.
Oh, the neutral jump? Oh, okay. All right, Nickle. I see what you're trying to do here. Yeah, spend a super. All right, not quite gonna kill. Is he dead? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. All right, I thought the scaling was gonna bone him there, but all right, Nickle, a clean 2-0. Woo. All right. Wow. They are gonna be moving on to face our #1 seed Jukem in round 2. So, Nickle, good luck. And we're going to be moving on to another very fun matchup. Rowlet versus UltimateTotoro.
I'm stoked to see Rowlet on stream. I feel like we don't get to see her on stream that often. We hear her on stream, but we don't get to see her play on stream that often.
We see her in the Twitch chat, chilling that Discord. Speaking of which, NAPC Discord, hop in there if you want some games. But yeah, no, I'm very, very excited about this. Rowlet, very strong Percival player. Made top 48 at CEO, I think.
That sounds right.
UltimateTotoro, one of the best names in the business. I'll say that all day if you'll let me.
You gotta. Well, if you have Ultimate in your name, you kind of have to live up to the name, right? Like,
that's
there's
true.
no underselling Ultimate. I mean, look at Smash Ultimate, for example. Everybody's there, so there's no underselling the title. You have to live up to it.
That's a really good point, actually. Yes. I cannot disagree with you in any way. You're 100% right. Evil Catalina? Oh, man.
Oh, that's right. Evil Catalina. Evil Catalina. That was hilarious.
She got so mad when I said that.
Are we getting upset about Vera being Evil Catalina? Wait.
No, it was much worse than that. I'll see if I can find the DM. So Rowlet sent me, she had a...
I can't remember what character it actually was, but I do remember.
It was probably like Siegfried or something.
I think it was Siegfried.
Yeah, and I love Siegfried, so I was super embarrassed.
Rowlet even said Siegfried.
I was like super embarrassed in hindsight. So Rowlet is like, yo, I'm getting this new like overlay for my snack box, like an image. And I'm like, yo, DM me that. I'm interested because she was describing. I'm like, all right, cool. That looks sick. So she sends it to me, and I'm like, oh, word, is that Evil Catalina? Like 100% serious? Because I, for some reason, didn't recognize Siegfried like a pleb. Even though I love Siegfried, he's sick. And you could just hear the what? You can hear the
record scratch,
the vitriol. Yeah. I felt a little bad, But we got some good memes
That
out of
was
that,
so funny.
I'm going to put that in the W column for your boy Lennox.
You should.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's all right because Nicholas will come first before anybody else. So that's we're championing that across the country. Nicholas will be the next character for Gran Blue. You heard it here first, and now that I put it out there in the ether, Cygames has no choice but to apply that character to the roster.
Oh, man. Yes. Which one's he again? I remember seeing you post on Twitter about him, but I cannot remember.
The Sentai Ninja with the giant mech super. Like, come on.
Oh, yes. He's sick. Okay, I'm there now. Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, that character is dope. I'm still waiting on...
there's a clip. Or a tweet.
A clip?
Oh, and maybe that's her tweet waiting.
Trying to summon the Siegfried? Oh my god.
Also, I noticed some people talking about it. For those of you who don't know, Cygames permanently reduced the price of Gran Blue. So it's $20 now for the base game and $50 for the game with all the DLC.
Yes. If you're like me and you just bought the base game and only one DLC on a separate console, well, you have to pay full price for the DLC still, so...
Still like $70 cheaper.
Yeah, right? Oh, man.
You know what? Hey, it's my support of the game. You know what? That's totally fine.
That's true. You know, you gotta support the games you like, and that's why I have Gran Blue on PC and PS4.
Yep.
Got both of them just in case.
I just am missing Season 2 on my PC. That's all.
Yeah,
You guys are good to start.
To do that. Ooh.
Nice.
All right, so if you click the Twitter link that Rowlet posted, Evil Catalina is in the bottom right corner.
Oh my
Check
god.
that. Like, if you look at that,
Okay,
and, like,
yeah,
in
that
a
is-
vacuum, yeah.
That is absolutely Evil Catalina. Me not being well versed in the entire cast of Gran Blue, if you would have told me Catalina got a little bit upset,
Yeah.
I might have been, that might have got me. That might have got
See
me.
where I'm coming from? Yeah. Like, in a vacuum, like,
The
in
hair,
context,
the
I'm
hair is
like,
totally
ooh.
different. Like the hair is way off, but you know
Way
what?
off.
I see where you're coming from here. I could excuse it.
That was just, like, the no filter, just kind of throwing it out there. Knew I was wrong. Yeah. We're gonna move past it. It's all good. We're gonna move past it. We got Percival, and we have the little demon potato herself. We got Charlotta coming out of here. Oh man! All right, here we go. Percival, obviously super strong in this version of the game.
Oh yeah.
Definitely, in my opinion, wins this matchup.
Yeah, has a lot of tools that can really stop Charlotta on a grounded approach. I really think that Charlotta might look at being real cautious on these ground approaches. Probably won't see too many just raw neutral spin cycles coming out. Like that.
All right, well, there it is. Forward in, and that's...
But that's the knowledge check, right? You got to throw it out there just in case. Like, you can't just completely remove a tool out of your toolkit until you know for a fact it's going to get blown up.
Agreed. But like you said right here, playing it a lot more patient, which is exactly what you need to do. Rowlet getting the side switch right here. Charging these stocks. All right, the jumping, no anti-air.
Ooh. And that is some beautiful character knowledge right there from Rowlet there. Nice anti-air here and able to get another whip punish. Into the corner you go. Rowlet doing a tremendous job. All right,
You got traded?
Yeah.
What?
That was actually crazy. But hey, watch the ankles. Hey, watch your ankles right back at you.
The double ankle break.
I love the patience. That's one of the beautiful things about Gran Blue is that it's not always like in your face, not always aggression. There is a lot of strong, just like neutral patience as well too, trying to find those openings because one touch can mean kill, and Swords of Revealing Light will show you that you've made the wrong decision here in this neutral positioning.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Charlotta, definitely not helpless. Might not be a great matchup, but definitely not helpless in this matchup.
Right.
Still a very strong character. All right, UltimateTotoro taking round one. But hey, sometimes you just got to walk up the ramp.
Oh, wow. Great roll through here, but not able to get anything significant. Go for the shoulder check. Oh, gun flames here. Oh, the parry.
Parry?
something we don't see too often here.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely more of a Season 1 thing. Oh, the DP! Alright, yeah. You just ate that one. Oof.
Just a couple hits, no confirm after. Light anti-air here from Rowlet, and Rowlet can just remain patient too. Doesn't have to overexert herself in this situation. Chill out. Go ahead, try to chip out because I know I'm in a corner. If I get hit with an EX wall bounce off, it could mean a grip of damage. Nearing 50% here for Rowlet. Oh!
Yeah, Rowlet on the life lead here, so just super smart to play patient. I really like that. Anti-air, that's going to do it. Excellent confirm for Rowlet, taking round 2.
And it's a simple anti-air, right? Just a quick smack out of the sky. Just not overextending, not trying to, do any fancy input, just keeping it simple, getting the damage that we're looking for here.
All right, here we go. Yeah, this is what you like. The scary part about playing patient against Percival is, like, you could just steal the stocks, and there's 2 already. Oh, all right, whiffing the overhead there. Let's Charlotta get in, but we mash out. That's great matchup knowledge from Rowlet. Yeah, there it is. Just charging stocks in neutral. Let's go.
Buffering the block button. Big DP does get whiffed, though. It's the correct idea, just a little bit too late for it. Rowlet's still very much in control here, and UltimateTotoro is just having to respect a lot of this ground game. There's not a lot going on as far as like actions, but it's the thought process, it's the waiting of like, okay, when are you going to extend the button out so I can make my approach here? Oh no, whiff command grab.
Oh my god, the whiff heavy slash too, there's so much recovery on that. That was scary. I love Rowlet's neutral jumps here, just going right over the blocker ball too. Like obviously hasn't got any punishes off that, but just avoiding that and staying out of pressure is so huge.
Rowlet's in big trouble. Oh no, anti-air fails unfortunately on that point. The EX dive from UltimateTotoro here, taking the first game.
All right, yeah, that's it's one of those things. Like I don't think Rowlet played that wrong exactly. Just got a couple of unlucky hits, and all you got to do there is just tighten up the execution. And you know what I mean? Like there's not really much Rowlet needs to change in my opinion. I think the game plan is very solid.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, we got the main homies coming through with the Matcherino. Shout out to Gorgovich and Dormancy 207. Big thank you, fellas. Thanks for coming through.
Sorry, I'm just catching up here. Rowlet requesting that UltimateTotoro knock it off with the streaming. You know better.
Kind of laggy. All right.
I don't care how many viewers you got right now. Tell them to watch this stream.
Yeah, right? Get in the mainstream, fellas. We in here. Oh, man. UltimateTotoro. Respectful. Admits the streaming. Thank you. We appreciate it. Go raid this stream. All right. Thanks, Mika. Oh, man. All right. Here we go. Totoro, just taking care of business real quick. Getting right back into it in just a moment. So we'll use this as a brief reprieve. We still have 24 Matcherino codes left. Y'all are making great progress, though. Big thank you for coming out with that. So at this rate, we'll be through that very quickly. So it might be a good time to say, hey, maybe think about a little direct contribution. It'd be nice. We're already 57.5.
See if we can match Uni. Because we had Uni All-Stars last week. I think we got like $700 or something.
Dang, Uni got 700 last week. That is fantastic for Uni for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see if we get GranBlue out there. Tweet it out. That helps tremendously as well too. Like if you've already used the contribution code, definitely get on top of just quick tweet. Let someone else take care of it and jump in. Let the folks know that GranBlue is still going strong. I mean, we did have the. Sure, it was at the end of last year, but the really big beginning going into this year for GranBlue competition, especially with that announcement of the permanent price drop on the PC version and PS4 version of the game as well. So definitely take advantage. Great time to get into GranBlue, especially with the unknown factor too. If we're going to have another season of DLC, because these last 2 characters that we got technically weren't even listed when we first had that season 2 announcement. It was supposed to end with they had 5 character slots set up, and then once they revealed 6, it was just like, oh, there's extra slots after this. What are you doing? What's going on, Side Games? What are we doing?
Yeah, it definitely gives you some hope for the game, especially with the survey that we all definitely filled out requesting our favorite characters. I hope you all
Nicholas. Yeah, we all filled out with Nicholas.
We all filled out for Nicholas. Yep, that was it. And Siegfried and Vane. Shout out to my homie Vane. I think it's Vane. I can never actually remember his name. But yeah, we are hoping to get some more characters in because obviously, like, the mobile game Gran Blue has so many cool characters, and I don't know. I would love to see some more variety in this game because I am still loving this game. Obviously, we got Frosty Faustings right around the corner, which should be another, like, assuming COVID doesn't permanently screw that situation up. Like, we should have some amazing sets in that. CEO, obviously. I know me and you were talking about Ren coming out and kind of smoking everybody.
You're out, right?
So, like that was just so cool to see. Obviously get the international competition in, and of course, like Ren clutching it out at the end. But I'm excited to see who else is coming out. Obviously, Tega is going to make an attempt to get another top 8 finish. Made top 8 on winner side at CEO, and I'd be shocked if we didn't see like that Zaya falling zombie knew all the classics there. You know.
Right. Yeah. It was fantastic to see international competition for the first time. In the U.S. at the very least here, because it's difficult to get that international competition, simply because of the way the game is built. But overall, like the community is still really strong. There's still lots of folks really learning the game, and honestly, like CEO is a great opportunity to show off how strong this community has been throughout the last 2 years. Like seriously, like check out that Discord. The PC Discord is tremendous. Also, even here, if you want to as well, the WASD Gaming Discord will also give you another opportunity to check out folks that can help you play Gran Blue, give you all the ins and outs of where to look out for the great tech and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game works in the future, especially too since they have another Gran Blue game coming along the way, the action RPG title that's on the way as well, which hasn't seen another trailer in, gosh, I want to say a year, 2 years almost now. Like, I don't think I've seen, like, even the last Gran Blue festival, they didn't really talk too much about that game. So I'm curious to see how that's all going to tie in, especially since too the casual crowd for this game helps kind of alleviate that pressure of like, oh man, like we don't have an action RPG, but RPG mode is great in here, and you get that battle pass to get your characters decked out with great weapons, and they're still releasing colors for the characters, so it'll be interesting to see how they evolve this game going forward.
We're gonna reset the score and replay it without them streaming. Both players agreed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. So we're just running this right back. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool. You can get. Oh yes. Don't forget you can get Gran Blue Fantasy stuff by playing Gran Blue Fantasy Versus. I don't play the mobile game, so I always forget about stuff like that.
I always need to. I just need to either sell my codes or just give them away, because I still have all of the codes like from launch of Gran Blue Fantasy. So,
all right. Yeah, definitely. You hit up that Discord. I'm sure you can find some interesting.
Somebody is itching for those mobile codes.
Yeah. All right, we're back into it. We got the Charlotta balls coming out already. Oh yeah, and already Rowlet standing heavies are starting to land. Here we go. Pressure is coming out. Woof. Good counter hit there on the Charlotta ball. Oh my God.
It's a bit of an early dodge right there.
Yeah, really scary with that overhead option. It's almost safer to just get hit by it than just standing up, because almost all the low options lead to a full combo in the corner.
Soft knockdown here. Goes for a couple lights. Rowlet doing a decent job of getting those stocks up, trying to play the patient game. Wow, the parry. No punish, though.
That was crazy. Oh, man. Oh, the spot dodge to avoid the low. I like it.
Oh, deep cross up.
Yeah. I've spent the super. Easy confirm for UltimateTotoro. Gonna be taking round 1 again. Let's see what kind of adjustment we got from Rowlet here. Oh, the double charge. Okay, I'm into it.
taking what we can here. A nice neutral jump here from Ultimate Totoro. Getting the side swap and wall bounce for a grip of damage here. A couple low pokes there. Jump out. Perfect timing here from Rowlet. Gunflame to set up the... Oh, great throw.
Moving in there.
Oh,
that's going to hurt.
Yeah. There, another charge set up here. Oh, just a smidgen too far for the throw. It would have worked.
Oh, there it is. All right. They're coming out now. Rowlet. Definitely an Ultimate Totoro's head there. But the sweep into Super confirmed the Gran Blue Classic. All right. Out of the corner. This could be big trouble for Rowlet. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Good blocks. Okay. And we're back to full screen. Moving in.
Yeah, I like the dash up, trying to bait something out here from Ultimate Totoro, but Totoro knows better than to try to do anything right now at this life point. Has to be so careful and just in cycle when you least expect it.
Oh man, it always catches you unaware. You're sitting there, it's a peaceful day. All of a sudden you hear the washing machine start to go crazy.
Hear the like, what is it?
It's Charlotta, run for your lives! Oh man, alright, here we go. Speaking of which, Charlotta's got those DPs coming out. Beautiful reversal from Rowlet right there. Alright. Oh, what? Again? Okay. These guys are good.
Oh, low blocks here. Nice throw from Ultimate Totoro. Pushing back. Finally, Rowlet getting the counter hit off the overhead. Just going for the easy DP damage here. Oh, okay. Nice jump light.
There it is.
Does connect.
I was a little worried when she didn't confirm it to Super right there, but it worked out A-OK. Rowlet taking round one. Oh, there it is.
Yes. Beautiful fundamental of anti-airing. The classic.
Just DP him. Nice and easy. Alright, there we go. Yo, Rowlet's getting these dash-in throws to great effect right here. And I think that's the next step of the mind game is you're going to see more of these overheads taking these plus frames, trying to catch Ultimate Totoro pressing. Because obviously if you get hit by that overhead, like that's just that hurts. Speaking of which.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Rowlet has definitely been setting this up for quite some time, right? We've seen Rowlet in the corner. She's been doing those dashes. The death. We got it.
That's a take confirmed right there. Yeah. Oh, man.
Real quick, what I was going to say, though, in that corner, you see a lot of Rowlet really setting up doing those throw loops, right? And Ultimate Totoro is not answering back. So eventually, we're going to start seeing Totoro either teching back or pressing buttons here. And that's where we're either going to see Rowlet do that dash up stop that we saw earlier. The conditioning wasn't completely set up yet, so we're still working on it. Or we're going to do, like you said, the dash up, catch with the overhead there to stop the throw and get the counter hit. And now you're going to force Ultimate Totoro in a guessing game. 33% chance you're going to be right.
Yeah, this is where the game gets really scary because you guess wrong here, Percival just does a million damage, and to Ultimate Totoro here, definitely on kill confirmed status, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh my god, just autopiloting it to the overhead, yeah, that's going to cost you. Rowlet moving on to set point right here with the super. That was a quick round, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. So let's see what the answer from Ultimate Totoro out here is. Can they break the mind game? Patience, the sweep, get the charge. Oh, that's what you gotta do. Yep.
That was a little bit too early for Rowlet there, and still Ultimate Totoro was able to get that DP out. Nice throw back. Rowlet unswayed from the offense. Charging in right there.
She's definitely feeling it. You can tell. Mind game on point right now. All right, here we go. Ultimate Totoro. Oh, is that death? That's gonna be close. That might be death.
It'll be close. Not death, unfortunately. Just already the damage was too far mitigated for death, but we're looking in a bad way. Great challenge on the overhead. Simple combo just to get the W. And Rowlet comes out on top. 2-1 over Ultimate Totoro. Beautiful replay. Right into that super skybound art too, right? You know, and unfortunately you see right there the red health already pretty well built up, so the damage mitigation wasn't going to kill. But still, one more interaction, you're already in throw range of damage here, so we can kind of take our time, really set things up, and you know, there we go. We had just the interrupt. It was all up to Ultimate Totoro to make the move, and Rowlet reacted accordingly.
Yeah, I like the thought there. Obviously, you're not in the corner. Charlotta can't hit you for like the huge damage combos that you're used to seeing mid screen. So just very safe option to just kind of press there. You only need one hit. So
Right.
like the decision from Rowlet. And they're going to be moving on to the next round. We're facing Mina Isaac one. All right, so Mina Isaac. Is that the? Oh God, why am I blanking?
Metera.
This fake you, Metera.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know how I just forgot her name. Been in the character since or the game since day one. Yes. Okay. Cool. So I am right about that. Excellent. But we will be seeing
Merp and Spauldo.
next.
So Merp used to play Cag, but I think now plays Zooey. And then this is gonna be Zooey Vaseraga most likely.
That's an interesting matchup. All right. So Vaseraga obviously just keeps getting buffs. But Zooey, you watch Xiophone play Zooey? Yeah, you watch Xiophone play Zooey? Like, you might think that character's kind of top tier. Xiophone kind of sick. We'll see what Merp has to say about that too.
Yeah, Merp is going to be interesting to see playing on Zooey, because Zooey is definitely one of those characters that didn't get a lot of play after her release. We saw like that immediate like surge of like, all right, new character, let's try this out, but then immediately died out. So the infrequency that I see Zooey is disappointing because Zooey has a lot of fantastic looking tools, and maybe I'm a little bit biased because I love Soul Dust loops and I just love to see them come out of Zooey, so that's fine.
Apparently
Merp got is so satisfying.
Apparently Merp got 13th at CEO with his CAG.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
let's go.
CAG is tough. So that's interesting. We're going right back to Zooey here. Maybe, the weights are on, right? We got to wait until a couple rounds in. Spauldo on Vaseraga. Vaseraga's been on that tear lately, too. Been really strong in this patch. Ooh, overhead, though.
Merp is just going in right now, though. Oh, catch up pressing. Oh, speaking of which, we saw the beginnings of the dust loop right there. Opting for some more damage. Yeah, there it is. The perfect. Wow, Merp. Whew. Hell of a way to start the match.
Yeah, and the changes to Dragon Meter is going to be super important here for Zooey and Merp in this matchup here. You're going to see a few more dragons go out just simply because of those changes here. And already got that shoulder check in the corner. Spauldo doing a great job. Command grab.
Yo, Zero, did I just watch Vaseraga walk up with a button and get the hit anyway? Did I see that right? I just like I don't know if I'm in a fever dream right now, but like Spauldo just ran over Merp right back. Like what an answer to a perfect. Jesus.
That's how Vaseraga works. You blink, you're gonna miss it,
For real. I feel like that's how this matchup's gonna go. It's like who gets in first, who gets the mix on first.
I really think that armor is going to be so important for Vaseraga in this match because it almost nullifies a lot of the dragon setup here too. So you have to be 100%. So careful and be in complete control here. And this is a bad look right now for Merp. Spauldo completely in control. Right, and of course, Merp doesn't have any true reversal out of here right now, with the exception of like the EXDP. But
God, the spot dodge to beat the super, that was so sick. All right. Spauldo just poking out, though. Yeah, safe option there. You're not going to take a ton of damage. Yeah, I think you're right about that armor, though. That's going to be, like, really the game changer. Merp is going to have to adjust how they play around that armor. But yeah, Spauldo taking game one.
Oh my God! Right into the embrace of Vaseraga to take you over to the corner.
Oh, God, I have nothing intelligent to add to that. That was sick. Oh, my God.
Okay, EX, still your turn here for Merp. Sets up the lightning bolts. That's right, we'll change the color of this. Noise for the EX. Okay.
Jesus, catching him jumping again?
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Jumping out of the beam here and still able to block the mix guard button is so important in this game. And a messy trade, I couldn't tell which side was which for a second there. Zooey coming out on that one. And this is actually a really big combo. In the corner, Zooey is capable of extreme damage here, and this will be a round for sure on the end of Merp.
Yeah, if you look at how Merp is getting out of this pressure, my man's be holding up just the whole time, which I don't hate that because that's kind of how you need to play this matchup sometimes. Like, he's got a lot of, heavy startup moves, and obviously that command grab is a Spoiler, you do not want to get hit by that too many times.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But the reverse is also true. Yeah, another perfect for Merp.
See, and again, Dragon Meter, the changes to that, so you have more opportunities to utilize Dragon before you have to charge or wait for Meter to recharge after using it all, is a substantial buff for this character.
She kind of needed it too, let's be honest.
Yeah, it was definitely helpful, and I think too, a lot of it, again, you know, 6 is such a game-changing character that a lot of these characters had changes applied to them based around those unique mechanics. Okay, nice beam.
Sweep, all right. Good awareness of the range from Spauldo there. But, oh man, Merp's in big trouble right here. This is not where you want to be. Gets the jump out of the side, switch in the wall. Super's got to connect. Let's go. Spauldo moving out to set point. Whew. All right, deep breath. Both these cats. No, that thought's gone. Sorry. All right, we're getting that. No, that wasn't going anywhere. I'm like, wow.
Both these cats, they are meowing.
They are meowing for real right now. Like, these guys are just going in. This is party central, and I am here for it.
Jab out to the corner, walk it out. EX, okay. And still pressing buttons on top of it. Merp unable to answer back.
Spauldo's frame traps were, I think, definitely the defining factor right there. Merp so scared of the command grab, just trying to get out of there. Got caught up backing, jumping out, even up forward a lot of the time, I feel like. But the scary part was, it worked a couple times. You know what I mean? Like, right. Merp got a couple really big punishes off that. But Spauldo just was able to adjust, call him out, and took game 3 pretty convincingly. That's the word I'm looking for. Woof. Sorry, it's been a long day at work. I'm struggling.
Well, you know, the other scary thing too, right, is that Spauldo just was relentless with that offense, and Merp didn't really have a lot to answer out of there. I mean, that is the toolkit of Zooey, unfortunately. Without some sort of meter or without really risking that EX DP, like, there's not much that Zooey can really do to get out of that situation. So you kind of have to wait it out, wait for Vaseraga to make the mistake, and then challenge in that way. Either you're going for a poke to kind of interrupt, but then you have to think about, okay, well, did Vaseraga just armor up? And, you know, it's a big potential stack that kind of stops you from proceeding that route.
And if you guess wrong, he just, like,
oh my God.
He blows you up.
The damage.
Like,
yeah. Yeah, super scary character to play against, especially if you're not familiar with the matchup, like, super intimately. Like, you can have, I feel like that's one of those characters where, yeah, you could kind of get by a little bit fighting Vaseraga with some basic knowledge, but as soon as you run into one that, like, really understands how that character works, you're in trouble unless you know.
Yeah. It's funny.
Vaseraga definitely benefited from a lot of the patch recently as well.
100%.
That's a character that really needed a good push. Like, this patch, again, like, was a lot about trying to get those lesser seen characters a little more face time, and also, again, build around the toolkit of what 6 was going to bring into the table, because that's you know, that is definitely a big one, and changes the how you interact with fireballs in this patch specifically too. So that was a big one.
Yeah, kind of a divisive change right there.
Oh, the fireball change? Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people were not happy with it.
Yeah, they're not happy. But in the grand scheme of things, it makes sense, because if they stayed the same way that they were, the 6 would just be unusable. Like, at that point, that's basically what I got out of it, at least.
Yeah, that's true. DP would just wreck him in so many different scenarios. All right, so we're just waiting on Rose and, how do you say this name? Is this Disgaea?
Yeah, like the video games.
The game, the ever long-lasting video game tactical RPG series, turn-based RPG series, with
that's right,
insane numbers. Like, you can watch your numbers go way up there, dude. I'm telling you, you can sacrifice penguins.
What?
Yes.
I've never played this series before. I think I played like a PSP demo. That was my only experience back in the day.
It's a great series. I keep buying it and never finishing it.
Dude, it's so hard to finish. It's so hard to finish.
That's not like a detriment to the game. Like, I don't understand how people
you need
beat
like
this game.
you need hundreds of hours. It's freaking wild.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I have a Steam list full of games like that, so no judgment here, brother. I got a lot of games I never finished. So. Oh yes. All right. So yeah, like you were saying earlier, Rose is one of our resident Lance players, and we will see the Demon Potato yet again. This is another like. I don't know. I don't like this matchup.
Wait.
Yeah,
Disgaea plays Charlotta. Of course Charlotta's going to get thrown around. And she explodes on contact. It makes sense.
It makes sense. I'm looking at these plants right here. What kind of are these regulation? What kind of plants are these?
So you have to, as a warrior, you have to use every advantage that you know of, and it turns out Charlotta is allergic to dandelions. So we're using
really.
That.
All right, that's lore. We're going with it.
I don't know if it's fact, but I'm making it up right now. So, Games, change the lore. Someone go to the wiki right now.
Yeah, if we could get an edit on stream for that, that would be tight. Thanks, guys. Somebody clip that for me. Yo, this guy is going in right now. We got the saucy resets too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we can get some work in the lab.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, almost air to air. Probably going to be a throw out of situation there, but it's a good warning sign there for Rose Lockhart here that hey, you got to be careful with these aerial approaches. Nice.
Oh, the confirm.
No. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was not intended for sure. But Rose still keeping at it here. To jump in. Look, the aerial combat that Rose is putting out there is actually pretty difficult to deal with. Like, it's kind of rough.
Kind of OD. Yo, that's plus. All right. Thank you, Taker.
Just jump in there.
Death right there. All right. In a very back and forth round, Rose Lockhart walking away with it.
And I do like how low Rose threw out the heavy as well too, because at that point in the air, you have to guess if it's going to be high or low for Disgaea here. And, that's the point toss you can take in that situation.
Oh my god. The spot dodge into jump out, Rose. Oh wow. I love the confidence.
Yeah, great pass through here so far. Close. Medium. Definitely get a throw off that. Nice little reset and push out of the fireball to get another throw in there. Really good stuff here from Rose.
We got all the tricks coming out. This is like every Lancelot gimmick that I've ever seen is just coming out to play, and that's what's so hard about this character. It's got too many.
There's so many things that you have to worry about on these Lancelot strings, especially in the pressure. So you have your EX here, jumping. Is it going to be high or low? Using these teleports, Rose Lockhart is trying to open up Disgaea every which way.
Yeah, big counter hit here. We're going to the corner, but the teleport gets him out of trouble.
Okay, spin cycle. Yeah, I like the fast fall idea, but unfortunately Disgaea recovered a little bit too quickly there.
Yeah, that's definitely a knowledge check right there. Like, when you see the fast fall, that's just, if you know, you just start mashing out.
Especially to avoid that Blanca ball, too. It was the perfect angle and kept you close enough for a punish, but unfortunately, just, Disgaea already had turned around. Close L.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast Blanca ball recovers.
Yeah, it's a little bit terrifying.
Oh, the tip of the sweep connects. All right, we're back in the mix machine.
What's funny about Rose's Lancelot play is that we're not, like, maintaining corner pressure. We're going back and forth, playing a lot of the mid-screen, and honestly, it's fascinating because you see a lot of Lancelot players will close out into the corner and keep holding that pressure to force the mix potential. Nice challenge, immediate skybound art.
Yeah, I don't always like spending it that early, but in this situation, just slowing it down, yeah, bringing him to the corner. Oh no, that was very risky Gorilla Blade there. Unfortunate. Yeah, this guy's knowledge to get away with that one. Moving right back here with Charlotta ball, and that's death. All right, this guy walking away with game one. Very close game though. That definitely could have gone either way.
Yeah, and you know what too, like Disgaea is getting closer and closer to air-to-airing a lot of these teleports from Rose. So that's going to be something that Rose wants to keep an eye on, especially too, since like that's a big part of Rose's game so far, is using those teleports to force the guess. And we've not seen Disgaea attempt to flash kick any of those teleports at all, or any aerial movement. Like there's no checking of Rose's air momentum. So what I am hoping that we're going to see next is that Disgaea does actually start interrupting, with those air-to-air buttons or even a couple air throws. So we'll see if that adjustment comes through or if we keep playing as is, because again, Disgaea won, but there's more damage to be done in these air-to-air situations that Disgaea is leaving on the table.
Yeah, and that definitely goes to our part of the mental stack, right? Is trying to get a read on your opposing Lancelot's kind of patterns, you know what I mean? Because everybody falls into their own habits and patterns, and once you start to key in on that, that's where you kind of get into trouble. Rose has been doing a pretty good job about mixing up their options, though, so it wouldn't surprise me if they've got a couple more layers to peel back there, but hey, you know what? We'll see in a minute. We're getting right into game 2.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing is that Rose has been really mixing up a lot of those options, like you said. So it's really difficult to pin down when that specific action that you're looking for to punish is going to come out here, and that definitely costs you. Like here, you're expecting a certain situation to go your way, and already got that punish there. No EX Gorilla Blade because it was already spent.
Oh, all right. There's the movement changes coming out. Looks like it's going to cross you up, but that is same side. All right, Charlotta ball's coming out. All right, good jump out of the corner. And we're not seeing a whole lot of fireballs in neutral anyway from Lancelot, which is kind of expected in this matchup because obviously Charlotta can punish him for that very easily.
Yeah. We see there that air-to-air interaction forcing the block on Rose. Overhead does catch, teleport out, okay. Ooh, overhead, but we got the EX. Steal the turn back right away and just keep pressing over the dodge, shut it down. And Disgaea taking that first round.
Yeah, even if this guy is not using flash kick to punch turbulence there, like, still getting dividends out for it, just getting pressure. There it is, though. All right, just like you were talking about.
See, we're seeing more of these checks, right? A lot more of the anti-air attempts. A lot more air-to-air checks as well, especially off teleporting. Oh, could have been an EX right there. Got a wall bounce. Okay, nice jump.
That was almost a really scary jump, and I thought Lockhart was going to anti-air that, but Disgaea getting away with it here. Another flash kick. Here we go. We're out of the corner.
We're jumping. See, we're trying to shut down that option, trying to keep things on the ground. And again, it's just a little bit early, but Disgaea is definitely making it work. The EX, or not EX, but Skybound Art does whiff entirely. Counter hit. This is a big opportunity. Immediate into Skybound Art for the kill. One apiece here in rounds in the second game.
And that is Lancelot's most damaging combo is counter hit, overhead, heavy, super. Nice and easy. Keep it simple.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Rose Lockhart has to capitalize to get this dub because this guy is on set point right here. You do not want to fall into that loser's bracket full of killers. Oh, that's huge.
Oh, could have converted that.
Kind of an awkward angle. Would have been a little difficult there, but yeah, big missed opportunity. Oh, okay, the Charlotta ball.
Let's see. Nice pickup here for Disgaea. Going for the EX hands and a nice knockdown here. Caught you sitting down. Looking a little too low here.
There it is.
We're out of here. Just want to get out.
Push moving, yeah. Yeah, that's like the anti-Charlotta tech right there. I don't need the damage. I just need to get out of this corner.
EX fireball. The side swap. Brilliant stuff here. Rose is not out of this yet, but got caught with a flash kick. This is your last shot. That was supposed to be an anti-air, but a little bit too late. Big counter hit from Disgaea to close out the round here. 2-0 over Rose.
And that was a safe jump, too. That was just, like, Rose hesitated right there, like, on this, oh, no, I forgot. Yep, gets the cross up first. Let's see. Yep. I think it's this right here, yeah. Safe jump, and just gets hit. I don't know if it's trying to check with 2L, but...
Yeah, and you see the startup right there, the 2H as well, too. And that's that mental stack, right? Of like you're already looking for XYZ scenario, and at the last possible moment, your mind and muscle memory remembers, oh yes, this is what I have to do. This is what I was looking for. But by that point, already too late. Charlotta right on top of Lancelot.
Damn. Yeah, that was a good set. Good set. Shout out to this guy. Going to be moving on. Facing Spauldo's very scary Vaseraga. We got that big old dog back on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's your dog's name, dude? You got a... Iota.
Which, if you see him first, like, if you see him head on with the ears, it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Next up, we have. Oh, this is going to be a great match. All right, so off stream, we had Mina Isaac going 2-0 over fan favorite Rowlet, which is,
Rowlet still in it, though. She's in top 8 on loser side.
Oh, beat Umbi. Oh, they're going to. Okay, so we're going to see that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll spoil it. So, yeah, we're going to see Jukem and Mina Isaac next, which is going to be. I feel like we've seen this before.
It's going to be Lance
and Metera.
Metera, yeah.
I didn't forget her name this time. I only need the one reminder. Today. Anyway. Looks like both these cats getting right into it.
Apparently that setup is supposed to be an anti-fuzzy mash. So if Rose wanted the safe jump, she should have delayed the 5U, 8U.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, it looked like it was a little early, but yeah, it had the desired effect. That actually makes a ton of sense. So yeah, big thank you for the knowledge, Lexo. All right, so we got some more Lancelot action, and this is going to be. This is another one of my least favorite matchups as a Lancelot player. But, just zoners. We hate zoners here. It's fine. Don't want to talk about it. But it's one of these deals where Lancelot is definitely not helpless in this matchup, especially when you have good universal mechanics like spot dodge and roll. Super, super strong at getting in. So we'll see what Jukem's got.
Absolutely. All right, try to slide in. Unfortunately, going to get whip punished right there by Mina. Wow, already pushed her right back into the corner here from this pressure.
And that's the flip side to this matchup is when Mina decides they want to turn him on, like you can play some rough down Metera against Lancelot.
Yep. Okay, got the jump in. Nice low, just a single touch at the high.
It begins. We're in. Oh, wow. It's moving right now. Yeah, if you can kind of get the movement options in the head early, Jukem could be in a very strong position.
Absolutely. Of course, Mina definitely being a little bit more patient simply because we had the life lead, but now that's completely erased, so it has to be a little bit more active. Late tech, so going to take a little chunk of damage away. Great dodge. The beautiful anti-air for Mina to take the round.
That whole round was just hype as hell. I love that. All right, let's see what you got, Jukem. I know you got this. Plays the spot dodge, continues the pressure, just straight gets mashed out.
Okay, nice 5-0 approach, going for the teleport, trying to close the gap here for free, and does catch a high. Little counter hit, just run up anti-air counter hit, will get a full conversion after the fact.
All right, yo.
Cycle.
You got these resets? Let's see it, Jukem. Yeah, all right. Good blocks from Mina. She's seen that one before. Okay. That's death, though. 100%. Yeah, and there it is. That's the other side of that matchup. You let Jukem get in early, Jukem's gonna run you over.
It hurts.
Yo, Rowlet, what's your why are you hating on Lancelot players? What's going on with that?
Just want to have a conversation real quick.
Just want to have a conversation. Is this retaliation for Evil Catalina, or is that my fault?
It's the rivalry, Percival always has to go up against Lancelot.
That's
go back
true.
And forth all the time.
Yeah. You got a good point there. That's more, I think. Oh man, Mina Isaac looking really strong in this round. No, gets in the corner though. Are we jabbing out?
Yeah, and look how far back we're being pushed thanks to the rainfall arrows here. Nice, sweet knockdown here from Mina. Oh, cheeky little overhead right there. Butterfly still out there. Nice patience from Jukem. Still, again, a touch away from death here. And Jukem was able to put on a grip of damage the last time we were put in that situation in the first round. This is a grip of damage to start. Super Skybound art, so going to get that hard knockdown here. What's it going to be after the fact, though? We've been getting a lot of highs. I think that's going to come through, right? There it is. Goes for the fastball attempt.
Yeah. All right, there it is. Mina Isaac just mashes out right there. Very smart. Yeah, that's kind of a rough position. Yeah, rough position for Jukem. Had to play that perfectly, and Mina Isaac just calling him out.
Full screen setup once again.
Yeah, there's these.
The last game did not end. It's still going.
Oh man, this will continue the cycle for all of eternity. the eternal back and forth.
That's the thing too, is that Mina has been completely disrespecting a lot of what Jukem puts out, right? Like, if it's been that blocks pressure, and we're also seeing some delays as well in between, Mina has definitely been challenging with a lot of these 5Ls, just putting in a button in between the gaps, which is really smart because it gives that Lancelot a moment of pause to have to think about, like, okay, well, that didn't work, so now I gotta go down the list of mixes and see what's gonna open you up.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing too. Oh, there it is, jabbed out. And that's kind of how you need to play this matchup of playing Metera. Like, if you start letting Jukem get away with like kind of the not real setups, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. You have to disrespect some of this stuff, strategically, of course. But
yeah, and so often Mina has been in the lead as far as life goes. So we can take these risks quite often.
Absolutely. Oh, and there it is. Third hit of the wreck is gonna connect. Dude, Mina's already jabbing out. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, got caught pressing the button. Wasn't able to recover fast enough. Soft knockdown to EX. There's the counter hit that we're looking for here. We'll definitely get that kill.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be fast right there. Only SBA, not the SSBA. So there is gonna be a sliver left. Okay. Chip, chip set up.
I was wondering if one more hit was going to be necessary. I think that would have been able to.
Oh, Jukem messed up the chip setup right there, or was trying to bait out the spot dodge, which he did successfully, but then hesitated just enough, and now Mina's in a great position right here.
Just these chip, that's all you need, so you're in a full screen situation. Has to wait for the actual fireball to come through, because the normal arrows are not going to reach the full screen. You can take your time. Of course, just hold it out, just keep dodging the full screen stuff, and don't get caught. Gotta be careful, so now this is it. Close slash, you see the 5L coming through, that means Mina takes it!
That was like the bravest 5L I've ever seen in my life, and I watched that under night top 8 at Climax. I seen it. You all know what I'm talking about. That was just, oh my god, yeah. Just knew Jukem was going to go for something tricky there to guarantee the round, and just mashed right out. Yo, I'm not even mad about that. That was sick. Mina heard us talking up Jukem earlier, like, oh, this is your favorite to win the tournament? Okay, all right, that's fine.
First seed, huh? Anyways.
Hit him with the Jordan meme, you know? And I took that personal. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to take that personal. Oh, man. Golly. Wow, that was, you know, as someone, as an enjoyer of bringing out the bias commentary, I was rooting for Jukem that game. I won't lie, but Mina won me over toward the end of that, dude. That was sick.
Mina's OD.
Yeah, it is OD, yes.
And I also think, too, at this point in the life of GranBlue, you have to disrespect Lancelot, because if you're letting Lancelot just get away with delay from Rekka and then playing that guessing game, you have that gap, especially with the 5L like Metera's, like, that is your opportunity to steal that turn. Like, Metera doesn't have any reversal, right, with the exception of her Skybound art, so you have to take those challenges. Yeah. And simply because that Mina was in that life lead so consistently, why not? That's a real easy gamble to make right there, that you're not going to get like a significant set of damage on yourself. Just like completely press buttons.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, Captain, if you could do that thing where you just clip stuff for me, that would be so tight. He's already calling you out in chat. But you're right. You're like 100% right. You need to disrespect Lancelot a little bit, which is super scary because he's got a bunch of options to make his pressure very real. So it's got to be strategic, but that's, I don't know, kind of like what you said. Metera only has the one actual reversal option. So Metera players actually have to use their brains, unlike the rest of us with DPs. So that's, I don't know. That's,
if Lancelot, it's not Mina's fault that Lancelot decided not to use enough of the frame traps. Okay, that's true. Entirely on Lancelot.
I thought that Mina was going to get chipped out in the corner, 100%. When I saw the records come out, I was like, just chip death.
Yeah,
and like the mind game there was almost like went too far. You know what I mean? Because Mina was ready, knows how to do the spot dodge to avoid it. And Jukem knew that. Jukem's like, all right, I know you're gonna bait this, so I'm just gonna wait right here. Did that, but then didn't react in time to actually close it out, which is just super unfortunate. And obviously Mina Isaac's not going to let you get away with that one, right?
and that's one of those situations, right, where you have to remove that option off the table entirely.
Yeah.
Don't give the opportunity for that chance of survival. So you know what? You're in chip range. I have one more shot. I just got to reset the damage and make sure that you can't move on top of it. So I don't know. Dude, let's keep the pressure going. Fireball, or you know what? EX Rekka. Who knows? You know.
Whatever works, dude. Whatever works.
It's a chip. It's not scummy. You got the W. That's the important thing.
Exactly. They don't ask how. They ask how many. Oh man. All right. Oh, okay. So I'm peeping this this bracket right here. So that was our first top 8 match, by the way. That snuck up on me a little bit. And our second one, we are going to see 2 players we've already seen tonight so far. It's going to be Spauldo and Disgaea. We're still waiting on the rest of losers top 8 to fill out. We're just, it looks like we're just waiting on Rose and Blue to play. Winner of that's going to be moving on to play Merp. And of course, we have Rowlet and Nickle on stream. So yeah, all right. Both these cats make it top 8. Very nice, very nice. Oh, all right. Just a little bathroom break. All right.
Yeah, Spauldo's taking a second. While we do that, we do have a matcherino for this evening.
Mm-hmm.
We have, how many codes left? We have 19 codes
19.
left.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Like, how many people we got? Oh my god, we're up to we were at the fabled number. Just under 70 people in the chat, so I know y'all are good for it. But yeah, no, big shout out to everyone that's claimed that so far. Big thank you. We've been looking forward to this All-Stars bracket for a while now. Like I feel like every Gran Blue bracket we have going, we're always talking after and before, like, yo, we got that All-Stars bracket coming up. This is gonna be sick. And it's finally here, so let's definitely make it worth it to everyone who showed up. Everyone who's been grinding, which is pretty much all these cats, you know what I mean? It takes some stones to win the beginner's bracket. And I say beginner's bracket, like, beginner-friendly bracket is the better term, because we have some people that have been playing the game for a while, you know what I mean? People that maybe they're not the strongest players out there, but they got the knowledge, you know what I mean? So topping that kind of speaks for itself. So anyway, we got Spauldo, we got Disgaea. This is another matchup that is going to be super chaotic, I think. Charlotta going to be utilizing the Blanca Ball to try to smother Vaseraga before before the armor can come out. But yeah,
right.
Flash kick. All right.
Gotta wait for... Nice, actually, just keeping the pressure answering back, and there's our first stack of armor right there. So we'll see how long this one lasts before Charlotta can take it away, and Spauldo's defense is doing pretty solid until right there. Just one crack in the armor right there, and this guy had taken an opportunity. Nice block ball. Oh, deep cross up, and that's why we have block button right there. If you're unsure of how far that's going to go, just hold that block button.
Just hold the block button. You'll regret it if you don't.
Nice Skybound art. We had the fire wave going out there for you there. Spauldo in complete control once again. And then, unfortunately, what do? Like, because you were caught in that corner, you could flash kick, but you had to find that opening, and you're armored up anyway. So, kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, we saw this guy trying to stuff the fireball there with the block ball, but just getting stuffed in return. Like I said, super chaotic matchup. Oh, that's a punish. We're almost to the corner. Another flash kick. Revert to mid-screen, and the command grabs are starting to come out. Oh, with that grab, though. All right. Spauldo answered back with the command grab their own. Shoulder charge into the corner. Gets hit by the DP, but not able to punish.
Yeah, that was a real close situation right there. Okay, wait a minute. We're going to send it here. Swords of Revealing Light gets a grip.
Doesn't kill, though. Doesn't get the full animation. Yeah, Spauldo's going to get the stack going. All right. Oh my god, yo! EXDP goes through all the armor.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Alright. I see you, this guy, Jump in.
Dude, you take the chances, dude. Nice. Gonna hold this corner position here again. Oh!
Again?
Yeah. That's gonna be unreacted at this point now. Like, that's not an accident. That has been planned for quite some time.
For real, dude. That's been practiced. 100%. Oh, stare down. And as every potato player knows, we end all stare downs with either DP or block a ball.
It's block a ball every time.
Every time. No. Spauldo's just straight catching this guy, like flinching at a couple of these hits. Like their mind game has been on point all internet. Case in point right here. All right, Spauldo going up 1-0. We're gonna need to see a pretty decisive turnaround from this guy here if they want to stay in winner's side. Spauldo looks super strong.
Oh, the stare down going in Spauldo's favor here in this situation. Pressing the button at the right time, that's all it is. It's a chance, too. Okay, armored up again. This wave does come through. Went for the shoulder charge, and unfortunately, this guy was already on the way with the block of ball.
This is like guerrilla warfare tactics right here. Like, Charlotta wants to, like, get in and then get the hell out of there. Like...
Right,
oh,
Spauldo has a great parry. Yeah, absolutely follows up too.
That was sick. All right, I would have got smoked by that.
Oh, got caught by the EX command throw here. Shoulder coming through. All the EX is spent, so Spauldo has no specials for a smidgen here.
So close. Yeah, Chip's about to be a factor.
Yeah.
There it is. All right.
Yeah, when you're at that life lead, go ahead, spend it, especially too, like, you're armored up Valdo, or Vaseraga, excuse me, wrong game.
Oh, I'm down to play some Soul Calibur if you want, though, homie. You let me know. Oh, man. I want to see some more command grabs from Spauldo here. Like, that's going to be so huge with the mind game. Obviously, Charlotta is safe off so many things. Oh, my God, counter hit. Jesus, just the armor paying dividends right there. Okay, yeah, that's gonna do it. All right, so yeah, didn't even need the command grabs right there. Spauldo just obviously super familiar with that matchup, and very, very comfortable in how to control it. Just beautiful Vaseraga play. Look at that. I mean,
it's, you know, and you had time to realize the situation. There's a armor on there. What do I do? Like, yeah, because it's not going to be Blanca Ball. That was definitely not the answer. But you see the stomp, right? And that begins the cycle of like, oh God, the giant individual is approaching me right now. I don't know what to do. Panic, fight or flight activates, and you try to go right through it, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's. I feel like that's kind of one of your Gran Blue classics, almost. Like, everybody who's played this game can identify with what you just said because we've all felt that before. You know what I mean? Like, it's. Oh man, yeah. The man with armor that's thicker than my femur is approaching me. What do?
There's a semi-truck barreling down the highway directly at me, and I'm tied into a chair. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I've got a pocket knife, and that's all I have for defense. I might be in trouble.
What would MacGyver do in this situation?
MacGyver would handle it better than me, I'll tell you that right now. I got command grabs.
That is for sure.
Oh my God. Wow. All right, well, that was that whole matchup was insane.
It's wild.
We are gonna be that does settle winners finals too. So Mina, Isaac, and Spauldo waiting in winners finals. Are we gonna go finish off some of the lower bracket?
Yeah, we're gonna do the next 2 rounds of loser side. So we're gonna start from the bottom. We're gonna do Rowlet and Nickle. And then
This is gonna be another great matchup.
Yeah, it looks like Rose just took it over CrimzonBlu. So then we'll see Rose versus Merp.
That's going to be another crazy matchup. All right, so Percival versus Narmaya. Percival's one of the few characters that can really challenge Narmaya at some of her optimal ranges. I think Nickle's going to have to play this like borderline perfectly to have a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Narmaya is definitely one of those characters that takes a bit of work to really get going, especially in this matchup. This matchup is going to be hard for Narmaya. You can keep Percival at bay with these sword slashes. That's going to be an important factor too. But close that gap, put yourself in the corner, and now you're in for a different story.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, it goes to the overhead reset. Okay. Yeah, Rowlet just stacking these stocks right here, spending them just as fast, which I definitely respect. Can't take it away.
That's a pickup for sure. Goes for the reset command grab. Let's continue the combo into the Skybound Art for the W here.
Yeah, Rowlet, obviously very comfortable in this matchup. Looking super dominant in round 1. Alright, let's see, we got the classic Narmaya round start. Hit him with projectile. There it is, big counter hit. Rowlet mashing out, good recognition.
Stance switch right there, keeping them safe. Oh, you know what? It's the right button. It's just, gosh darn it, you know, just a little bit too far away for Percival to get caught by it here. And now, once again, Nickle caught in the corner. Nice jump L conversion, though. Really good stuff from Nickle.
Yeah, somebody's been putting in the work. All right. I see you, homie. I see you. Yeah, that's a punish. All right. Yeah, case in point right there, like we were talking about pregame. Like, you got to be careful at what range, because Percival can punish you for it.
In a lot of trouble. The EX dash up, watch the ankles again, and scorched earth.
Yeah, that's a move that Narmaya's got a lot of trouble dealing with. If you're Nickle, it's almost like, all right, I'm gonna start ripping the DPs. I gotta make Rowlet think twice about just walking right up on me like that.
Right, and the way that Nickle plays, though, it's so neutral based, and the patience that Nickle has too, just like waiting for the opponent to make that move. And Percival, it's great, you know, fantastic. Give you time to charge up stocks by all means. Well, just a little bit too far right there. Nice little punish there from Nickle.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've seen Nickle get some like really good air-to-airs, just some good neutral hits, but Percival just hits too hard.
Yeah, I mean, this entire set, Rowlet has been making some early investments into AMC and still building up that stock. Unfortunately, Nickle out here playing the long haul.
Nickle saying, "Yo, I bought GME, baby. Don't worry about it. I'm not messing around with AMC. It's all good." Oh my God! If he converted that would have been the round right there.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Nickle finding some footing right here. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going, because you do not want to let Rowlet build this up. Yeah, case in point right there. 3 hits, easy 15%.
Okay, nice cross up, no full conversion though. Just got what we needed. Nice dash up, interrupt with the slash here. Narmaya in corner control right now. Watch the ankles, good dodge to recover the frames.
I thought that was going to be another air-to-air conversion. That had me really scared.
We are bagging it, unfortunately. Nickle was not holding back while pressing that guard button.
That's next level mind games from Rowlet. I love that. Oh, I thought that was going to be a big punish right there. All right.
Ooh.
Yo, Nickle gets the grab? Okay.
Still blocking low here. Rowlet in trouble, and just a smidge too far. Nickle takes the game.
Yo, footsies? In my anime? I don't think so. Wow, alright. Nickle proving me wrong right there. I love that. 1-1. Okay.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Let's see what the next layer is. Start out the fireball. Alright, the slow one that time. Kind of fade some time. Patience for both these cats.
Yeah, but look at how much stock that Rowlet has available. Oh no, falling button does still connect here from Nickle. And delayed approach. Now we got the interrupt, the low poke there with the 2L.
There's the DP. Oh no, that was the what am I trying to say? The counter, excuse me.
Alright, we got the gunflame going out there. Oh no! Drop the combo.
That's dead.
Skybound Art, yeah.
Oh wow! All right, Nickle. If Rowlet had got that conversion, that might have killed. Like, Percival damage is so high. Like Nickle just stealing that round. Very nice.
Right there, and a dodge though from Nickle to avoid the gunflame here. Whoa! Wait, was that a throw attempt? Hold on.
That's kind of what it looked like. I'm not sure. I like how the far heavies are starting to come out. Like, I think that's the button you really want to use for Rowlet. If you get a counter hit off that piece, like, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, nice. Just jab it out.
Thanks to DP. That's gonna hurt.
Yep, EX, DP. Just goes for the easy stuff. Go for that reset, and yo, right into Skybound Dart again.
Did Nickle just damage? It's gonna be close.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, a little bit left. All right. I wasn't sure. That's mad scary. I let the stance cancels there. Keep the pressure going. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right.
This right here. The air-to-air closes out Nickle, keeping it simple. 2-1 over Rowlet.
Nickle's air-to-airs were on point that whole game, so it doesn't surprise me that that was the defining factor. But wow, what a set! All right,
yeah.
Shout out to both these cats. Like, oh man.
Yeah, because it really could have gone either way. Like Rowlet seemed really well in control coming into game one, and it seemed like it was almost a done deal. Basically, Percival just building up stocks, and Nickle not having any answers for a lot of those situations. But over time, you saw that these small interactions, these little hits that Nickle has been giving throughout the entire bracket so far, really, of just like quick interactions, a couple stray hits here and there, and not overcommitting. I mean, it draws out the game, but if you're staying in that life lead and not making too many significant mistakes, that's still a solid plan.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Nickle definitely just controlled that so well. Like, the amount of times Rowlet's in the corner and they're just sitting there staring at each other, Nickle's just daring her to come out. Like, man, very, very well played. That was impressive. Okay, so we are going to see some CAG from Merp here.
Oh, now he's on loser side. He's like, I gotta bust out the CAG.
The real character comes out.
Yeah. I like that.
Merp was there earlier from Merp as well too, playing the Zooey, right? So, I mean, you have multiple options here, and this option seems like the solid anti-Lancelot pick, right? Because of all the traps that CAG is going to be able to put out there to really make these approaches difficult for Lancelot. This character is definitely a lot of trouble across the board, most of the cast, but this in particular is definitely going to be rough. You're talking air traps, ground traps. You're removing a lot of that airspace control that Lancelot is so used to having. And from downtown, the EX Gorilla Blade coming through throws. Didn't even look at the notes as to what Cagliostro is capable of. Just does not care. Just throws the dandelion in the face. Yeah.
All right. There we got Gran Blue Fundamentals coming out. Just run up overhead. I love that. Oh, all right, here we go. Merp forcing their way out of the corner right here. Yeah, and just like you were talking about, Roseland playing on one of those traps.
Yeah.
Again!
Right there, has to do it. The jump L, actually reading that teleport, and now you're kind of trapped here. No jump out. Has to utilize teleports if you really want to get out. And nice jump L to destroy one of those traps, too. Next Gorilla Blade. No. Oh my goodness, a lucky touchdown. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was scary. And that...
This hurts a lot. Not gonna get the kill. We're out of the corner, but we do have...
What?
Spike!
Oh, yo, Merp's practiced that punish. Merp's been like, I've seen you get away too many times. I know how to deal with that. Oh, man, that was OD.
I mean, if you saw Zombie Mood put in a lot of hurt with this Cagliostro, just running the entire bracket with this character. So, you know, it's to be expected. We've seen the possibilities, the potential of this character. Merp is definitely putting that on display right now. Some trouble, caught in the corner. No traps out, just one right there, because it forces the decision. You're either going to jump or you're going to take this throw. What's it going to be? Oh,
well, there it is. All right, very lucky turbulence there. EX fireball pressure. Oh, okay, going for the cheeky grab off the Rekko there. Very nice. Yeah, that's going to do it, though. All right, Merp taking game one. Wow, yeah, that was scary. I'll say it. That was mad scary CAG pressure there from Merp.
Right. Yeah, Cagliostro is out there just maintaining control of the screen. Like I was saying, like it removes those momentum options that Lancelot has available. You're not going to get to be able to just Gorilla Blade for free as often. Like, yes, we saw a few Gorilla Blades just come on out, but if you let Cagliostro really get set up, that's not just going to happen for free all the time.
Yeah, and only the first Gorilla Blade hit. All the others were blocked, so the adjustment was definitely real there.
All right, nice jump L, destroying a trap.
I love Rose's movement. Full combo. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's see what you got for the reset. There it is. All right.
Let's go for teleport, though. Again, hold the block button. You're going to be A-okay. Yo, that's...
No way!
Wait, hello?
There's a lot of confusing things that happen right there. Oh, man.
The
all
traps
right.
I get, right? Because the traps, you're invulnerable during your startup of your Skybound art from Lancelot. That makes sense,
Yeah.
but this whipped entirely? You mean to tell me that Cag has invulnerability on the start? Somebody!
Yeah,
Somebody,
there's something
please.
messed up there. That was crazy. All right, Gorilla Blade's gonna connect there though, but hey, Merp, just teleport out, dude. It's all good. I've seen good teleports. I got some too.
Trap right there has to be super cautious.
Yeah, I like the respect.
Nice anti-air. Trap right there. Goes to a side swap to get an extension off the trap.
That was a good chunk of damage too. That should kill right there. Counter hit overhead. Yeah, Merp's not letting him get away with that one. All right, Merp. To continue, our top 8 is on set point and Rose on their last legs right here. Big whiff on the spear.
Wow! It literally reached behind you. That's the Bardock 2H right there.
Yes, that is the Bardock 2H. I agree. Oh man, imagine they gave Testament with a smaller hitbox. Bardock's 2H. And that's bad. Yeah, somebody said in one of the opens that Cag is basically Testament with a smaller hitbox, and the more I think about it, the more I realize they're absolutely right.
Gosh. That's terrifying. So, those that want to play the Testament function, please come on over to Gran Blue.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. The netcode's not as good, but yeah, the game's still pretty fun, you know. It's pretty fun. It's definitely not one of my favorite games or anything. Oh my god, and the spear again. Yo, Merp just did such a good job of controlling where Rose can move. And Rose's movement, honestly, was pretty solid navigating some of these traps. But Merp's too strong, dude.
Exactly. Merp has been pondering the orb the entire set, so I mean, it is quite obvious who is going to come out on top. I mean, that's the living meme, right? You know, where's Lancelot's orb? You know, it just has dandelions. Come on.
Look at that win pose. Like, look at her as the finish goes on the screen. Look at this. Look at this. She's still glowing with the EX.
Just looking, just pondering that orb. But, you know, in all seriousness, though, both sides did a tremendous job. Rose definitely did a terrific job. I'm trying to close these gaps because it's a tough matchup to navigate. Cagliostro is definitely a really strong character in this game. You know, right up there alongside Vaseraga, even. Like, there's...
Yeah.
She got buffed, like, a few times, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I would literally rather play against Metera as Lancelot than Cag. That matchup looks awful. Oh, man.
Damn. Wait, Merp's going to go through the gauntlet because he's got Jukem next.
Yup. The Lancelot gauntlet. That's actually going to be a wicked fun matchup. Are we going to be doing...
We're going to do Loser's Quarter. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to have Charlotta and Narmaya now.
All right.
That's another rough matchup.
Well, we said that before with Narmaya's previous match, right? And
oh, yeah.
here we are.
Here we are. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Nickle clutched it out. You know what I mean? Who did... Actually, I'm going to check that. Who did Nickle end up... Oh, Nickle ended up dropping to Jukem. All right, that's why. That makes sense. Jukem pretty crazy. So we could potentially see a little bit of a run back right here. If Jukem beats Merp and Nickle clutches it out over Disgaea, that could be a pretty fun loser.
Dude,
Yeah, you're definitely asking Jukem to nuke him, basically.
Everybody who's left in top 6 is so solid. Yeah.
Yes. And we've had some upsets too. I mean, Jukem's already in the lower bracket. Merp's in the lower bracket. Like, yeah, Mina and Spauldo are sitting comfortably in winners finals, just taking a little break. All right, yeah, we're getting right in this. Nickle still hungry, still coming off that big dub at the beginners bracket. Wants to keep the train moving.
Low here, Disgaea taking the first strike. Put the hands out once again, and now we've already walked back to the corner. No ground for Nickle to run away, so we get the wall bounce here. Big stuff for Disgaea. I mean, seriously, they've had at least 3 different spin-offs. You know, they've been doing great so far in that series, too. They're on their 6th game. It has hit on the Switch. I believe they're on their 7th now, even. So Disgaea has been really all over the place.
Just killing it, dude.
Yeah.
Vibing out here. And winning Gran Blue at the same time. It's crazy. Really a jack of all trades.
Right. It's a game that does print its own money, basically. It just, what do we do in this one? Just make more.
We're just gonna stack a couple more dollar dues up. I hope nobody minds. Oh man, all right. Nickle though. Oh, that was a scary counter here for a second.
Yeah, not quite yet. Nice anti-air though, and a pickup even off the low. Nice job from Nickle to push back to the corner. Again, nice. Another pickup going for the Skybound art.
Jesus, when Nickle is like on point, Nickle's on point.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes just a couple solid reads and Nickle. The whiff punish!
Whoa, we got some footsies. All right. Let's go, Nickle. Yeah, that's man. That's been the whole tournament for Nickle so far. Just like get your footsies on, good spacing.
Patience pays off. Just we see Nickle kind of relaxing, not overextending, and taking the opportunities when they land. You know.
Punish. Yeah. All right, we're going to the corner. Back tech. Plus frames into the grab. Let's go. All right.
It's such a tight window for that throw there. And nice, just a simple punish. EX, Skybound art. Yeah, a little bit of extra damage. Not going to kill quite yet, but we are in throw range right now.
Yeah, quickly approaching chip too. Yo, no way. The whiff punish with the super? No.
Oh!
Yeah, Nickle's not going to let you get away with that one. Wow. All right. Disgaea looked kind of dominant in round 1, but Nickle just the instant turnaround, the instant adjustment. You blink and the next 2 rounds were done. Like, I don't know what happened. I just see the score got updated. Man.
Was there a match already?
I truly do not remember. Oh man. All right, Nickle. See if he can capitalize this on this momentum. Dude, yeah, the stare down. Not afraid to play defense, and that's one of the things I have really grown to appreciate about Nickle. Like, will just absolutely let you hang yourself on the perfect situation, getting a couple key anti-airs. And yeah, we're back to neutral. What am I saying? We're just playing the poke game.
And that can be frustrating too for a rushdown player. Even that's like, okay, I'm trying to get in your face, and you're not giving me a lot to work with. You're not moving. You're not interacting. You're just waiting, and the do nothing can really start to wear down on the opponent in just various ways. It'll, like you said, force them to make those mistakes and get caught. Nickle is definitely down in the life lead here, but still able to find these openings. Once again, wall bounce. Will be going for a Skybound art in a moment here after this mix. Wants the reset.
Yo, that's a punish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that's death right there. Yeah, kind of building off what you said earlier, like 100% right. Like you keep the rushdown player back, but that also benefits a player like Nickle, who is super comfortable to play the footsies game with you. Like, oh man, just resetting to the pokes could be super advantageous for him.
Yeah. Nice. Already trying to rush down, jumps out of the throw. It was just a jump install right there, so a little bit higher than usual.
Great block from this guy in there. Eats the DP though, right out of the corner. Here we go. Counter hit. Not a huge conversion, but that's okay if you're Nickle. No, just kidding. That's trouble. I lied.
Yeah, push right back to the corner. No escape. Has to get out, fighting their way. Nice job. Catches the anti-air. No full conversion, but we're still going to try to gain that corner advantage. We're waiting. Couple helm splitters there. Off the spin cycle even.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. This guy answering right back there, taking game 2.
Can't be reaching too far.
No, definitely. I think an adjustment on the rhythm of how they're applying pressure kind of paid some big dividends right there. This guy just able to kind of put Nickle on the back foot in mostly in the mental game, I think.
Oh wow, deep cross up, and was still caught switching stances as well, even so.
Yeah, this is huge for this guy right now.
Counter hit again.
this is not where you want to be against Charlotta. Like,
No, not at all. And, you know, Disgaea is firing on all cylinders right now. The counter poke.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. Crossover.
Yep.
Almost looked like they were going for the grab right there, but Nickle switching up in the last second. Yeah, that's big trouble.
Yeah, chip range, once again, has to play perfectly right now. Oh, no! That's not a good look!
Yeah, that's going to be a punish right there. Oh, man. All right. Disgaea moving on. 2-set point right here. Nickle facing elimination, has to pull something big out. Yeah. That's a rough button challenge out there. Oh my god.
What's up right there? Gonna push over to the corner. Drop the conversion though. That's unfortunate. Should have been able to get that wall bounce. Yeah. Another throw. Another throw.
There it is. All right. Mental stack. Lay it on him.
Just being real patient. Wrong swing.
That was almost a big punish. That was super scary. There it is. Good recognition on the demon flip there. Nickle just moving in.
Oh no!
That's death right there.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. Had the anti-air set up, ready to roll. It was a 2H, and already Disgaea far too deep to be stopped.
Yeah. I mean, like, what a decision right there. Who would have gone for overhead? I don't. Oh man, not me.
No, not at all.
I've been looking for overhead right there. Like that was just such a great decision. Man, that's all I gotta say. It was a great decision.
Yeah, you know, and it's tough because the recognition from Nickle was just too little, too late before you could do anything about it. If it was a DP reaction, sure, we would have been able to turn it around. But in this situation, just the natural 2H, you could have done like just a regular jab punish. Like we did 5 Ls, and we could have at least reset that neutral. Be like, all right, cool. Like that was a great attempt, but I'm aware. Like knock it off. And
yeah, especially in like a really heavy like fundamental based game like Gran Blue. Just the sheer power of just doing a good job of mixing up your options is it makes such a difference. And that's one of the reasons I love this game. Is it will just teach you like if you came from kind of like a newer game like Dragon Ball that I did. Obviously very scrambly game, kind of has its own unique perception.
Faster pace. Yeah.
Like playing a game like Gran Blue will do wonders for just tightening up your fundamentals, and that's why I always recommend this game.
Yeah, it's a really simple game on the surface for sure, and then you have your depth beyond that. But as far as like, you're right, like your fundamental game plan as far as neutral goes, like this is a game that really can let that shine. Like you can go really far in this time for that. And nice frame trap right here from Jukem. Oh, the overhead!
Let's go. That's death, 100%. Yeah, very different from the last time we saw these two characters on the screen at the same time. Jukem immediately coming out with the perfect, saying, "Yo, why'd y'all put me in the losers bracket? What happened? I don't belong here."
Yeah, and you know what? Like you said, very different tail. We're trying to stop a lot of this setup here. See, trying to bait out the traps, these dash ups here. Good block, and now traps are off the field. So it gives opportunity for Jukem to really close the gap here. Going to block the first one. Could 2L destroy it, but unfortunately, Merp was a little bit too close to chance it.
I'm still so tilted that those two traded. I don't even know what they hit, but the fact that whatever that was traded at that range was that tripped me out so hard. Yeah, there it is.
Reset. Yep, there you go. He had the delay Rekka right there. This little frame trap. And that's what I was talking about earlier with the last Lancelot, right? It was just like, if we're frame trapping, we're not going to let these characters get away with these things. Especially if we're really trying to mash things out right there. And
nice. God, just traps? Okay. Jukem making me rethink this matchup a little bit. All right.
Jukem's doing a great job navigating all these traps, and that's the important thing. You can destroy them, but Jukem is being very cautious in the way that they do decide to destroy these traps. A mad low super skybound dart, and wow, would have been genius if it connected, but boy, that was the reason to have.
Yeah.
That's not established quite yet. Like, it's great. You could have waited a little bit longer for that one to be played out. That's like the wild card, the wild draw 4 that you wait on just at the last minute.
On the flip side, though, that's in Merp's head now. So, you know what I mean?
Like, you know, hey, you've not been anti-aired enough to really warrant doing that. A couple whiff throws here will set the pace.
Yeah, we've seen the double whiff throw. That's just like, that's the Street Fighter like frame trap right there. But the triple whiff throw? Okay. Man, these guys are playing just, it's party time. I love this.
Caught low, we're trying to get out of this corner here. And Merp does make it jump L off the wall. We're on the other side, baby. That's not going to connect.
Yeah, that's a punish. You're dead right there. Jukem. Oh. I gotta just laugh about that one. Oh, man. You know the Lancelot player is going to fast fall and press. So what do? Obviously, you rip a raw super. But it's on the wrong side. Psych! Man. I like the decision there from Merp. Just kind of got unlucky on the side.
Yeah, absolutely. And already we had the close M right there trying to catch that teleport. Merp already pressing those buttons. And I tell you what, if we get another threat to Needle fastball right there to call out a super, it'll be sitting pretty. But counter hit overhead off the wall with the hula dance. Another trap. Able to pick up the combo.
Wow. All right. All right, Merp answering right back right here, taking a very quick round one.
Yes.
And that's kind of how you want to play this for Merp. Get in, get your mixed game on. Do not let Lancelot get momentum. Like you said earlier, you got to disrespect these Lancelot players. Don't let them get away with it.
you don't. That's the unfortunate thing. If you're willing to risk it, you can shut down quite a bit of that malarkey.
Yeah, for real, but that's the way you gotta play it sometimes. All right, yeah, plus frames again.
Again, that conditioning really coming through. Does get that round here, tying things up 1-1 in the round of game 2.
And I like how Jukem is just forcing the mind games right now. You kind of need to in this matchup, to a certain degree. And that could be part of the player matchup too. I don't know how often these two play against each other, but
big jump in with the throw, brilliant throw here from Jukem to avoid the trap. Nice falling button, EX off the wall. Gonna get a reset after this here.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
Whoa!
Couple options off that standing medium too. You could go for the fireball into the sweep setup, but sometimes keeping it simple is the best way to do it. And that's gonna do it. Wow, Jukem with yet another perfect to take the set 2-0 against Merp.
Merp gonna have to go back, ponder the set information here. Look at this, the EX fireball, check the toes once again, quit jabbing. I'm going to find the opening, scoop you up, and you have another decision to make on plus frames here even. EX reset. We've already conditioned you to freak out about every decision that I've made, and that is terrifying.
That whole last sequence was all mind games too. So you get the knockdown, obviously. All right, this is just real Loki. But then look at the run right there. Ran far enough to let Merp with the 2L plus frames. Okay, yeah, that's your standard stuff. And then went for the cheeky Rekka grab. Like, that's just that's where the mind game pays off right at the end there. Like, Jukem, oh man, he definitely was in Merp's head a little bit at the end. That was just beautiful. Ooh.
Yeah, you're going to get a very different style of Lancelot from Jukem that we've seen before, too, right? Because it's all just rushed down, not allowing the opponent. It goes both ways, right? You're not supposed to let Lancelot mess around with the malarkey that Lancelot has. But on the other hand, Lancelot is not going to let anybody have a turn either. So
Lancelot do be messing, though, you know? As the homie said, he's going to force those messy guessies, and eventually you're going to get
messy guessies.
You're going to catch Mamma Mia or two, you know?
You like that? Like,
I do.
I do. Gorgovich for coining that term. It makes me cringe a little bit every time I hear it, and that's how you know it's effective. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
All right, let me peep this bracket real quick. Where are we at?
Top 4.
Semis. All right, here we go. So,
winners finals.
Okay, so we are moving back up.
Yeah, we're going to do winners finals, then we'll go back down and run both losers, and then into grands.
Yes, that does sound like something not safe for work. Like I said, the first time I heard that, it disturbed me on a very deep level. And, you know?
Dude, I've been so desensitized after, like, however long I've been streaming during COVID. Completely desensitized to stuff like that now.
That's true. You're ruined because you've just been doing this the whole time. Oh, man. Man, that is a very specific kind of desensitization. Is a Twitch streamer, you know?
Yeah, people just come in, they say wild stuff, and then they just bounce. You're just like, what happened?
Until next time, friends. Oh man, they're just out of there. Oh, speaking of out of there, Jesus Christ, we got the 6 coming out from Spauldo. Does not want to get zoned out, so hey, we're just rushing right there.
Yeah, the 6 is definitely going to be the one to kind of close things down here. We'll see if Mina can keep 6 away, though. That's the important thing. Spauldo already getting pushed back. The EX dive kick, really good. Right in the middle. Yeah.
Easy as that. Don't need to play neutral if you can skip it. Let's go. Shout out to all my Vegito players. You know who you are.
You get so close to the mic for that one. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that was a little aggressive.
You know who you are, you filthy Vegito players.
Oh, no, I'm a day 1 Vegito player. Those are my people. Those are my people.
Oh, okay, okay.
That wasn't. There was no disrespect. That's you know what I mean. That's a secret society right there. That's no secret anymore.
So 6, another character capable of stealing turns, much like Lancelot here. Already got the corner positioning here. Another throw. We are in trouble if you're Mina Isaac right now, especially since you have no meter, no reversal. You have to keep guessing, and 6 does not give up turns. It's a one-player game in this one. So if you bought the $50 version of Gran Blue Fantasy Versus, you officially have gained the right to just play single player for the rest of your Gran Blue career. Congratulations.
Yeah. Easy as that. I prefer all my games single player, for being honest.
I'm like spending these 60-hour experiences. I want like a good 60-second experience. I'm trying to speedrun.
Man, I got a joke that is just not appropriate for stream there, but I'll let y'all use your imagination. Anyway, we got Spauldo. Okay, good. Yeah, good break from Mina Isaac there. Spauldo is just going in though, disregarding every single bit of these projectiles. And if Mina Isaac gets momentum here, that could spell some trouble. But so far, Spauldo is just getting away with it, and I'm here for it.
EX, wow, threatening with that throw right there. The butterfly setup was there, but unfortunately, Spauldo woke up, pressing buttons, going to get anti-aired again, and Mina is definitely on top of it right now. Dive kick, not close enough. Creep, not close enough, but Mina's close enough for that punish.
Yeah, so that's the flip side to this matchup, is if you're Spauldo, it's not, oh, I want to get in and mix them up and just win instantly. It's you need to, because if Mina Isaac has time to adjust, they will. We've seen that before, like, that will happen. This is big trouble.
Block the overhead and taking the turn back. Mina getting out of that corner. Good throw.
Yeah, case in point right here. Like, already catching on to some of these counter setups.
Ooh.
Yeah, break.
Yeah, you got to be careful of these gaps because, yeah, these are some actual frame traps here from 6. Nice interrupt here with the jab. Taking that risk, so important.
6 definitely does have some spots where you can just straight mash, though. Oh yeah, see, I love the 5L checks right there. Is that gonna hit?
Oh no! It's Canadian. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, that like had me tripping there for a minute.
Oh, thank God.
All right,
that was Galaxy Brain though. Like, honestly, like that could have been something real, but you know, we got the Canadian. That's okay.
That's okay. Worked out for sure. Spauldo sitting on, not set point. This is 3 out of 5. My bad. The anti-air, yo, let's go.
Yep, and already pushed right back to that corner again. Mina is just trying to fight for their lives right now. Just simply.
Yeah. Mina is fighting for their life right now. Like, this is, oh man, dealing with this pressure just looks so difficult right now. But Mina, dealing with it, going coast to coast. Yeah, just jabbed out. Jesus. Yeah, we do press him now.
It's frustrating if you're on the receiving end of that. So, you know what? There's no reason for you to press buttons here, and you still do. It's like, good lord.
Good lord, yeah.
What's it going to take? The counter hit.
That was God tier. That was God tier.
The hands going out. You can't be throwing. Not in that corner.
Oh, man. And we've seen a couple reversal throws from both these cats, too. So I like the awareness from Spauldo just saying, I'm going to call that out. Let's speaking of callouts, we do mash him.
Yep. Oh, whiff throw, able to catch it with the 2L. Going for it. Berserker Barrage, EX Fireball to set things up and get a nice safe approach. The dive, though. Wow, what an angle for that. Making the anti-air for Mina whiff entirely. Overhead reset, though.
Jesus, another one.
Or not even overhead, rather. It was just a regular record series reset. That's your overhead.
That's death. Yeah, that's going to do it. Oh, man. All right. Now Spauldo is sitting on set point right here. This, if Spauldo wins this round, that's going to be the quickest winners finals we've seen in a minute. Man.
Guilty Gear Speed winners finals out here.
Yeah, right? For real, dude. Oh, man.
All right, already pushed back out and still, again, wake up, press buttons. No meaty at all for Mina. And I'm curious, too, if we got the 5L on approach, like space it out just enough where you can get a meaty 5L. I think that would probably help out quite a bit here in Mina's favor. That's probably why Spauldo feels comfortable wake up pressing buttons, is that Mina does not have any setup right now. Oh, unfortunate. Wow. The sweep whiffing entirely here.
Yeah, that, oh God. I'm still just trying to process that 6 pressure, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very impressed with how Mina is dealing with a lot of this, just in terms of not getting frame trapped too much. Of course, right as I say that, eating a frame trap, good tech of the throw, blocks the overhead, and the counter? Jesus, alright. Alright, Spauldo, I see you.
Nice punish, but not able to get it confirmed after Spauldo. Putting on a world hurt on top of Mina here. Mina does not have meter. No reversal quite yet. Finally gets out. Throw. This is a big opportunity. The parry comes out unsuccessful.
Love the 2L checks. Oh, man. That's a counter hit. Yeah, not able to get a huge combo off that, but we are in the corner. And the reversal super is going to do it. Spauldo, 3-0 over Mina Isaac. Wow. Jesus, that was super risky, too. That's crazy. That would have been death.
A 5L. That's a freaking 5L. You just woke up supered?
Yeah.
Ah!
Golly, yeah, that's just...
How?
That takes some stones to do that. And if Spauldo has shown us anything tonight, they got some stones down there, you know?
Just why? There was pressure, and you just thought, you know what, this is it. The throw's coming out, I bet. I don't know. Just throw it to Skybound. Fine.
Whatever works. I mean, we had seen Mina kind of just do 2L, or 5L, 5L, 5L. So, you know the gaps there, you know what I mean? So, still though.
Damn.
Like, that was crazy. Especially switching to 6 right at the end. Like, we saw Vaseraga the whole time.
Chat
Sometimes,
was shocked. Like, I don't think anybody knew that Spauldo had a 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely didn't.
I've seen him play a bunch of other characters, but never 6.
That's crazy. Yeah, some people need like a round or 2 to adjust when they switch characters mid-bracket.
Right.
No, not Spauldo. On point. We're going in. All right,
back down to first to 2, though.
Oh, yes. Good call. Thank you for the reminder. So this is Losers Semis winner. This will be moving on to face Mina Isaac in Losers Finals. Yeah, Disgaea has had... Disgaea, I always say that wrong. Disgaea.
It's been a saga for Disgaea, that's for sure.
yeah, hell of a run they've had so far, but now they have to go through Jukem to make it any further, and that might be a challenge. We'll see.
Exactly.
Wreck of pressure already coming out. Yeah, you got to be a little careful how you use that against Charlotta. Don't want to get blown up by that flash kick.
Exactly. That's the important thing here is, like you said, any of those gaps is potential that flash kick could come through. So you have to try to apply this pressure a little bit differently. Nice jump L off the wall.
That was beautiful. That's like actually borderline unreactable. Like that stuff is so fast. Oh man. Yeah, there's the flash kick. All right. Going for the meaty far heavy there, just getting straight up smacked.
Oh, goes for the 2H attempt and does not connect.
Yup, that's a throw bait. All right, very nice. That's going to hurt a ton. Oh, that's death.
You attempt to throw and you lose your life. That is the name of the game in GranBlue versus. If you're going to commit that much gusto, you better be prepared to bet it all. I mean, Bear's been losing it all this entire bracket, so I'm sure Bear could give you a point on that one.
True. Oh yeah, big whiff. Almost punishes with the sweep there. And there it is again, the wall bounce jumping right, side switch. Yeah, you're keeping it real. Okay, not going for the cheeky setups. This guy probably knows, probably is familiar. Good back dash, okay, and that's a whiff punish. You do not see Charlotta ball get straight whiff punish very often.
Oh, whiff throw, nice fastball here. And which side am I going to be on? Same side this time. Jukem really trying to break the ankles of Disgaea here.
Is that a punish? Yes!
It is. You saw the start up right there. The 5H was charging up, and it was the opportunity of the century for Jukem to close that round.
For sure. Yeah, Jukem's not going to let you get away with any of that BS. Although this guy still looking kind of sharp right now, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Sure, sweep, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you got to go for something a little more real there, or you will just get straight up flash kicked. All right, medium fireball. Charlotta ball can't punish at that range.
Yeah, I wonder if trying to bait out the DP right there, go for a fastball attempt. Either way, out of the corner comes Disgaea. A little bit of a life lead here. A jump L punish.
Jesus, wow, good awareness from Jukem there.
That was close. That was so close that the fireball was going to hit and the 2H would have connected. Okay. Nice delay. Really trying to force something out here. Disgaea being mad patient, and rightfully so. Jukem is stacked up right now to take this round.
Jukem still, this could go either way. Both these cats have SSBA. No, big drop in the combo there. Yes, here we go. No, that was a super scary jump. I thought that was going to be a big air to air. Yeah, just get out of the corner. Hold that heavy button. You do not want to deal with that. Baits the parry, no punish, and the super! No way! Oh my god, I can't believe that whiffed. Jesus, yeah, Gorilla Blade was on cooldown. Didn't have anything to punish. Oh no, gets the hit. It doesn't confirm?
Could have ran up and pressed buttons. That's all you had to do. You could have just ran up and pressed buttons. Wow. You could have made a sandwich and ran up and pressed buttons.
I am convinced that Charlotta super hits on both sides, so like I don't. Oh man, I don't hate the patience there, but yeah, Jukem paying for that one in the end. This guy walking away with the first game, and like Imp said, this is first of two, so Jukem's got to win these next two or face elimination.
All right, check with the 2 Ls here.
Yeah, I always hate it giving up pressure in the corner like that, but against a character like Charlotta, you kind of need to like bait back to one of your more optimal ranges. Yeah, there you go. Oh, nice conversion!
Yeah, really good.
Jesus.
That'll kill. Nice dog. Beautiful conversion right there. Got a round on the board here. We're not out of the woods yet, though.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Still anybody's game here. This guy has had an incredible night so far. You cannot count them out. Oh, wow. The Season 1 cross-up connects.
Oh, no. Watch the ankles again here. A couple spin cycles. Totsugeki flashbacks. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Right, good back. I knew I hated May for some reason. That's why. Charlotta.
It's all about Charlotta. Yo, the close medium anti-air. That was God tier.
That could have been a full conversion right there. Just unfortunate. A little bit too low. Oh, no! After the counter hit, yikes!
Jeez.
Round on the board, Disgaea sitting on set point right now.
Oh, yeah, Jukem needs to clutch this out, or they're going to be going home. No losers finals for you.
Well, likely they're probably already home. I mean, unless if you're playing at work.
You're right.
You might not be at home.
That's true. Work, internet cafe, you know?
Right.
Works. You got to play
I brought my whole rig to Starbucks to just commentate.
Yeah, the internet's a little better than the spectrum that I deal with, so you know what? Shout out to Starbucks. Do you guys have Spectrum internet in Detroit?
It is available. It is around.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ah, well.
Yeah, what are you going to do, right? Literally nothing. Oh, well.
There's nothing you can do about your ISP because, you know, they rule the world.
They rule the world. You hate to see it. Oh, okay. All right. You don't hate to see counter hit overheads from Lancelot, though. Jukem tying up this set count. We're going to final game. All right. All right, and I'm not just saying that because I'm rooting for Jukem here. This has been a very entertaining set so far, and I'm glad we're gonna go revisit this.
Absolutely.
Fireball, yeah, got to be careful throwing that out. Obviously, Charlotta does have that parry, but yeah, you can also use it to try to ban everything out to the air.
Believe it or not, that parry used to actually be a little bit worse for Lancelot before things got a little adjusted there. That was going on for quite some time.
Yeah, that's one of the things that gave me PTSD in this matchup, for sure. Oh, man. Yo, he stood up to block the overhead and still got hit? Oh, that's unfortunate. Might have been going for the anti-air there. Speaking of anti-airs, that's going to be huge. No, big drop of the combo.
Yeah, just a bit too high there, unfortunately. Otherwise, it was a great anti-air.
Yo, the movement.
Startup.
Oh, no. That was like... Oh my god, drops the conversion. Good awareness to use the 2M there, but not able to get it. Confirms into super. Now, this is not enough to kill right here. The scaling on this is pretty rugged, but should be able to get a little setup after. Are we going for EX Fireball? No, just run right up. There's the EX Fireball. Side switch.
I love the animation of the dash through from Lancelot. Say, hello, I'm over here.
No way! Yeah, that hit! That's dead.
We got it. Look at that. Protect you 3 times. That's how the card works. Swords are revealing light. It can absorb 3 hits. We've seen a couple of them already saved Disgaea, and I think that's the last one right there. So here we go. Disgaea Jukem.
Yeah, Jukem's got to see if he can get that Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, get some of this ice.
Whoa.
But he's DP. Yo, that's just a straight-up punish. Great backdash from Jukem there. Gets mashed out. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, there was a small startup right there for that overhead to come out. The parry as a threat right here, and that's the opportunity. Trying to read the Gorilla Blade coming through. Big jump in. No conversion.
This guy's playing out of their mind right now. This is crazy. And another wall bounce. All right, that's huge. Jukem, you got to get the offense going right now. Get a kill because you still have 2 rounds to go. It's far heavy. Yeah, the stare down. All right, there it is. I love it. Go in, and then once you realize you're not at an advantage anymore, get out.
All right, checking with the low. Now we're backing off here. We have the life lead, so you can force Disgaea to make the mistakes here. Yo, that's a big opportunity there. The slide!
Oh! I didn't know you could do that. That hit! That's good! Oh my god. Yo, frame trap with the super. Jukem's a genius. That whole last 30 seconds was just madness. Like, my mind is blank right now.
That was insane. That it activated. The super activated, and still the 2U came through to save the day for Jukem, and we're still alive in here. We have the final round in this set going. Who's going to keep on in this bracket? Perry does go out if you were any closer. Oh my god. Please.
This is insane.
Okay, air to air does block the jump heavy. 2L does open up Jukem a little bit right here, so we're going to push right back into the corner. Disgaea putting hands out.
Okay, yeah,
out of the wall.
Disgaea definitely ready to anti-air there. Very smart with the wall bounce. The big stand-up counter hit. Not able to convert there. Yup, had already committed to the movement.
Jump L, just making sure we're staying honest here. No extra turns, but the wall bounce does whiff entirely. We still got another poke. Block. Oh, no!
No, that's it. That's death. Disgaea gonna be taking it, moving on to losers finals. Yo, we gotta watch the replay on that. Like, Jesus, what a... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, the wall bounce. All right, there it is.
Yeah, had to block right here, and then caught with the counter. Stood up at the last second to try to tech the throw. And gosh darn it, you hate to see it because it's almost that noise cue, right? You hear the sound before you see the animation come out, and it's that tingle in your brain of I have to tech the throw right now. It's like, wait, no, that's not the action that you just heard. Like, wait a second. You can't help it.
You can't help it. It's conditioned.
Damn.
Jesus. So, Jukem's use of jump back, just hold light, got him out of trouble in so many situations. Got a couple punishes off Blanca Ball, but ultimately kind of is, I don't want to say what sunk him there, but he cornered himself. Yeah, buff Lance, execution. Yeah, you need to buff Lance. I think that's the big takeaway from that match. Charlotta, still too strong. Nerf Charlotta, buff Lancelot. I don't know what more you need.
I agree. Also,
Jesus.
aside, we have 15 match Reno codes still left. 15. And we got way more than that watching right now. More than enough to use all the codes.
Takes a couple seconds. Even if you have us muted, what if I just typed in, use the Matrina codes?
Yeah, there it is, my man. Yeah, I mean, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Is call your family, call your mom.
Call your mom.
Tell you said hi. She misses you. You haven't talked to her in a while.
Yeah.
And tell her, hey, listen, I need you to go to twitch.tv/Impurus Club and type !Matcherino in the chat. She's not going to know what that means. That's okay. She's going to do it anyway because she's so happy to hear from you.
Call both your parents and say, listen, I need you to live up to your potential. You've been failing so far in 2022, and it's only 2 weeks in. What I need you to do is log into twitch.tv right now with your email. Your email is written on the fridge. I know you've written it down on a notepad, including the password. You probably shouldn't do that, but that's not here nor there.
Yeah. Jesus. You had me at not living up to your potential. I lost it. Oh my god. Jesus.
That'll blow over well, especially if you still live in your parents' house. I'm sure you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. 100%. There's not a single scenario where this goes wrong. Oh, speaking of which, Mina Isaac laying down this corner pressure here in losers finals against Disgaea, saying, yo, I know you looked you were looking pretty hot earlier, had a good run here, but I'm gonna have to end it today because I need that run back. I got a taste of what grand finals feels like, and I need it.
Nice roll up here. Air to air does confirm just for a smidgen of damage here. Disgaea is still holding it out, living on cloud 9 right now after that last victory here. So really trying to stay alive.
Yeah, you know this guy's flying high after that. That was a hell of a set. Man, all right, good defense from Mina Isaac here, though.
Yeah, and Mina has the tools to get out. So Disgaea really well aware and trying to be careful. Oh my goodness, caught low.
Is that death? Question mark? We have the super.
Oh, going for a reset instead. Just wants to be doubly sure we're gonna get the kill. And does.
Metera's super. Oh, I think both her supers just do garbage damage too, so I like that decision.
And it can be finicky too, right? Like, because sometimes you don't get the full animation, so you gotta make sure, like, you're guaranteed gonna get that animation.
Gotta go for the sure thing. Oh, big block of the sweep there. Not able to convert at that range. Still works out. Yeah, it gets the sweep off the wall bounce. All right, text the throw, and now it's Charlotta pressure. No, we're poking out. Okay. No, I can't believe that air-to-air connected. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh no! The correct decision to stop Charlotta from approaching, but it was too little, too late. Disgaea already in Mina's face right now.
Oh, blocks the flash kick. All right, yeah, you gotta punish that. All right, now we're talking. Force him back a little bit. You don't need a ton of damage, but maintain that screen positioning right now and just avoid that Charlotta ball at all cost.
Good block. Right, slowly chip it away here, and Disgaea completely patient, holding the turn. It's all right. Back yourself into the corner. This is fine because you're losing ground and rapidly, and Disgaea still in control despite no hits being landed until now. Opened up thanks to the demon flip, and Mina is down a round right now, so we're all tied up.
Battle 3, engage.
The neutral from both these cats have been very interesting. I don't know. I'm going to need to see at least another round or two to really figure out what the hell's happening here. But Mina Isaac's doing a pretty good job of shutting down these jump-ins with that standing medium. But yeah, the Charlotta ball just does too much work. Oh, wow. What? Got to your overhead. All right. Not a ton of damage off it, but still. Huge life lead here on Mina Isaac. Very comfortable. Just sit, throw out these fireballs, and just get smoked by the zero recovery that is Charlotta ball. Jesus. Overhead.
Establish a good, substantial lead right here. Put the fear into Mina in this corner. Until these run-up throws, you also have to be careful. It's only going to take a few hits before it's bad news bears for Disgaea. Mina going to play that full-screen game, and Charlotta's just short enough to just not care.
Yeah, for real. Like that's got to be so triggering in this matchup. It's just I can just disregard some of your projectiles. They don't.
Well, and the other thing though is that we see this butterfly side, right? We're at a close range. We're slowly chipping away. We're not overcommitting, and we do have life lead based on chip alone. So we're setting the butterflies, spending the the actual fireball arrow, getting low enough as well. Because what are you gonna do? You have to make the approach, and Mina Isaac put up a bullet hell of their own
Victory.
to force Disgaea to come through. Wrong genre of game for Disgaea, unfortunately. I don't think they're ever going to release a bullet hell, but they did, you know, release that Lemmings type game that they had, you know, the pretty being the hero, as it were.
Kart Racer win?
That's, you know what? I'm surprised enough Kart Racer.
Yeah, that was the need for a while for a lot of these games. Damn, all right, oh, the command grab. All right, here we go. Split off the right into that piece. All right, yeah, this guy looking a ton better this round. There it is. I was kind of surprised at the end of last round that this guy just kind of took that fireball pressure. Like, had done a pretty good job of navigating neutral and getting in against Mina Isaac. I'm kind of surprised they got chipped out, but Mina Isaac, you know, no slouch by any means. Proving they got the goods.
Big counter hit. Yep.
Another one.
Let's go for the rainfall and love the jump in right there too, because it's avoiding that Blanca ball, which is surprising considering how that Metera is positioned, and Skybound Art does get the kill that round here.
Yeah, great adjustment from Mina Isaac right there. I thought that after that first round, I thought this guy was going to run away with that, but Mina Isaac answered that. Some crazy pressure there, landing the sweep. All right, great start. Yeah, that's a good combo. Butterfly reset. And yeah, just flash kick. Sometimes that's all you got to do is just DP.
Nice. Pushing right back to that corner here. Mina, once again, in control. I like this good mid-range positioning here, too. If you're being consistent with your pressure, you're going to shut down a lot of startup. It does take the game 2-0 in the Caesars Finals right now.
And both of those rounds ended with just baiting the flash kick and confirming it to super. Just great patience from Mina Isaac there. And yeah, like you said with the spacing there, like kind of almost daring Charlotta to use that Charlotta ball. Of course, working out right here, so I'll just eat my words, I guess. No big deal. Oh man! All right, here we go. Blocking the overhead there, not getting baited into the throw tech. Adjustment. Oh, gets it that time though.
Ooh, got caught. Yikes. Be careful here. Nice block on Blanca ball. DP's out.
This matchup is so much more interesting than it seems like at first glance. It's, oh man, the fact that Metera can check Charlotta after she Charlotta balls her with that standing medium just seems so strong.
Double jump out of her.
Yeah, right? Like, oh man.
And you think too, like, it's gonna go one of two ways. Either what we're seeing right now, Metera really controlling the pace and keeping Charlotta at bay, or Charlotta finds the opening to close the gap and just is relentless with the pressure. Empty dash up throw. This is a big opportunity here for Disgaea. Does disconnect? No! The EXCP, though, does the guts from Disgaea here.
I mean, I swear this match isn't a snooze fest. Come on, Cap. Yeah, you could quote me as saying that, actually. I actually really enjoy this matchup, which is not something I ever thought I'd say. Don't tell Charlotta players I enjoy watching them play. But both these cats are just so comfortable with how they want to navigate this that it is kind of its own weird little dance that definitely grown to enjoy.
Right, and it's a building frustration for Disgaea, I'm sure, because you want to be in Mina's face, and Mina's just super chill, being patient, like, all right, I can just go in just a bit to get the knockdown, a little bit of a life lead, and then just back off and force you to try to navigate this full screen arrow pressure.
And it also is kind of making this guy think about it a little differently. Like, obviously, the mental game started to be a big factor here where he's flame trapping with DPs off whiffed and blocked super. Like, that's the kind of stuff you want to get in Mina's head early. There it is. All right. Yo, we got a game right here. 1-2 right now. That's what I'm talking about. The mental stack is going to be a huge factor. If you're Mina Isaac, you need to win these next 2 rounds quickly. Because if you start letting this guy get in your head, this could be big trouble. Yeah, there it is. Start baiting these DPs. You don't want to respect Charlotta too much, obviously, because then you're in a much worse position. But, and there it is again! Baits the DP! Yo, let's go. That's big trouble for this guy here. Not enough to kill, but we're in super range for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right. Got pushed right back into the corner here. Mina sitting pretty, honestly, because this life lead's huge. Just needs a couple hits to close things out. Disgaea goes for EXDP. This will be punished. Immediate Disgaea bound art.
Once again, the ADP confirm into super works every time. All right, just like that, Mina Isaac on set point. Try to get that run back. Yeah, just to jump in right here. All right, throw. What's the setup going to be? Yup, just jumping in. Another throw. Here we go. Yeah, now the butterfly's going to start coming out. I love the jab checks there. Daring this guy to use the Charlotta ball, and this is big trouble right here. You are in the blender. Yup, a throw.
Nice throw.
You can tackle. No, you can't need any more throws. You're on chip range now.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is scary too. Oh my goodness. Already pushed back to the other side of the screen once again. Disgaea had a life deficit. The rainfall, that's a little bit too far here. Caught with the target.
That's huge. All right, that's a ton of damage. Confirm it to super. Yup. All right, this is just like that. Look at that. Look at that damage. Easy. What is that? 60? 65%. Jesus. All right,
yeah. Combo will do it here. We gotta wait for these abilities to charge. The 5L will take the W. Keep it simple. Mina does it. Crossing the threshold, the grand finals 3-1 over Disgaea.
That's incredible. All right, right at the end here. All right, so lands the super. Charlotta pressure is coming out. I'm still blown away by that damage, by the way, but I love what Mina does right at the end here. So we see the spot dodge, and we know he's going to mash. Okay, do your fastest button right here, because you also know he's going to hesitate. The whole, 6-7 seconds before that was just literally, micro walking and micro walking back, basically. Like you could tell if you're Mina Isaac, Disgaea is scared right there. Oh, man.
Yeah, it could have gone one of two ways, where maybe Disgaea reacted to the dodge and placed a button right on top of Mina and then converted. And it was a perfect storm too, because had Disgaea had another ability like block a ball, for example, we could have had a different story here. But now Mina Isaac is the one to come out on top. Coming out strong to start here is Spauldo, though, in this grand finals.
Yeah, already we're seeing this 6 pressure come out. Kind of a repeat of the last time we saw these cats play. Spauldo gets in, keeps the pressure coming. Yeah, there's the poke out. All right, that's what you want to see right there. Mina Isaac's had a couple of these good ones already. Gonna have to find a way to shut down this dive kick, though, because Spauldo is just getting that. Oh, yeah, look at that plus range. Raw super again? Yeah, there it is. All right, doesn't get the animation. Still in a great spot, though. And that's a mash out. You'd love to see it. Setups. Ooh, alright. Baits the counter.
We got clashes, though. Dodge instead of trying to continue the clash. I mean, what else does Metera really have to try to interact with this clash here? It's all Spauldo's turn. Nice. Changing the jump trajectory with the dive kick there. And the pressure continues. EX, an overhead. Lost turn right here. Not close enough for Skybound art. Now.
Yeah. And look at that. Mina runs up and respects the mash on Spauldo's wig.
Oh!
That's you have to know there.
Expecting pressure after the dive kick, and gosh darn it, darned if you do, darned if you don't situation. The throw coming out.
Man, Spauldo. Jeez, Spauldo's playing out of their mind right now. This is crazy. The crazy thing about this is when Mina Isaac decides, hey, it's time to block, you get situations like that right there. Side switch, but the counter comes out, just killing that momentum instantly.
Dives in. Oh my goodness, watch the ankles. Once again, we're still able to activate a turn. This knockdown here. Gosh, and we're still, first game here, really. Wow.
Yeah, right? This has been a war already. Man, just the back and forth of these cats, not respecting each other's pressure. Right there. Spauldo, again with the raw super, is going to take game 1. There is so much I want to talk about what Spauldo is doing right now, but I can't do it without going into a deranged rant.
We open a podcast. You know what? Do the analysis stream. There we go.
For real. We're going to need to. There's a lot to break down about this. These guys are playing on the 3rd or 4th layer already. And this is a treat to watch. I am like in heaven right now.
Went anti-air, caught a couple counter hits. The X5 pick does come through.
Paying dividends, even when it gets blocked, you're plus.
Oh, nice air-to-air right there with the jump out. And honestly, though, like it's really interesting to see that Mina has not bitten off of the whether it be overhead into parry. Like Mina has definitely been punishing consistently every single time. I've only seen Mina really get caught by parry just once or twice here. Skybound art. Big
all on defense too. Like the parries are all on defense. When I see a neutral parry, Spauldo's saving that for when they need to get out of trouble, and that's it. It was Spauldo that won the first game. Jesus, yeah. But Mina Isaac, like when they decide they want to block, the defense is actually OD. Like,
Right.
oh my God, what? Yo, okay. So was that a dive kick I just saw? Did the dive kick whiff? I don't know what just happened. But
Yeah, got caught by the falling arrows as well.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Jesus, wow, what an interaction.
Yeah, I mean, because like, unfortunately, 6 was absolutely smothered with that rainfall there, so that was not much that he really could have done to get out of there.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. There's the dive. All right, so there's the adjustment. We're starting to jump the dive kick. Okay. Good recognition from Mina. That's where this game's gonna have to evolve. But 6 is just getting in with that and then mash out. All right, I love the disrespect right here. Raw super. Yeah, 2L. Couldn't 2L check that. Jesus. All right, so all 3 rounds that Spauldo has won in this grand finals have come from Raw super.
We gotta finish it in style.
That's what I'm saying. I'm into it. I'm here for it, for the record. Like, SSBA finishes are so sick.
Take all the cinematic finishes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. There's a counter again. All right, I see you, Spauldo.
Putting on the Rekka. Or the Berserk Barrage, rather, not Rekka. Oh, got the dive kick. Tried to go for an anti-air and, but no! You're so used. That's crazy. Because Spauldo is so used to not getting the counter hit overhead and having to block. Now, Spauldo did not confirm the overhead. It looks like it doesn't matter. We still got a grip of damage here and the corner advantage.
Oh, there it is. It gets the throw to close it out. All right, dude. This is insane. All right, 2-0. Mina Isaac is going to need to pull something out right now, and otherwise we're going to get a repeat of Winners Finals real quick. Great start! That's what you want to do. Counter the counter with the throw. All right, there it is. Plus frame. But mashing out again. Yes. All right, Mina. Might not both these cats just getting a mash on. Oh, there it is. All right. The back follow-up, like the dash back follow-up, is kind of what you want to do. Mina has been calling out the plus frame overhead. I think it's like 30 frames to start up, so you could definitely do that. But, oh man, you
On that startup, though. This is a great lead for Mina here. Gonna get caught. Super Skybound art. The turnaround begins. Mina has the reversal available. How or if it gets spent, we'll see. And doesn't need it. Caught low.
This is a slugfest. This is just a straight slugfest. I love these kind of games. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not go off the with throw, yeah. Alright, so we have the EX Berserker Barrage. Late tech. We got another throw for you over here. Get back into the corner. Here's the throw opportunity for Spauldo. Already putting on that pressure. Caught in the frame trap again. And another one. Mina needs to stop pressing buttons here. This is not the time nor the place. Pressure begins.
Yeah, did a great job of calling out the fake pressure, but now that the real pressure's on, getting counter hit left and right. Oh, the most awkward angle to get hit at, not able to convert, unfortunately.
You know what's crazy is that, and that's a good round W right there. That's unfortunate. But what's crazy here is that Mina has been so consistent on blocking a lot of what Spauldo has been putting out that Spauldo has been conditioned to just not react off of certain things. Such as that overhead, like, okay, cool, I'm not going to confirm. And then also the dive kick, which finally hit. I'm just not going to confirm. It's never worked out. But here we go. Already, the throw loops begin.
Excuse me? Did I just see an almost overhead clash right there? That was wild.
Yeah, absolutely. My God. Okay, the parry does come out. Not biting quite yet. Mina has to be so careful.
plus frames. Gets checked by the 2-0.
Yo,
And makes the super! That's the adjustment I want to see right there. Very nice from Mina. We're back in the corners. Big trouble. This is for the whole tournament right here. Wow, super! I think that's going to catch. No.
Blocked and not close enough to get a punish here, but the EX dive kick comes through. No jumping out, chip range, and there we go.
way.
Smacked up in the corner. Spauldo 3-0 over Mina Isaac.
Like, spot dodge the overhead right there. That was so nice, but just gets jabbed out. Spauldo is just pressing right there. Yo, GG's to Spauldo, though. What an incredible set. I thought we were watching Dragon Ball for how fast that was going for a minute. Like, and that's a compliment for the record. Like, that was...
Right.
Oh, man, that whole... The whole set was just madness from start to end.
Yeah,
I could go back and watch that like 2 or 3 more times to really unpack what we just saw. So many just tiny mistakes that both these cats were able to capitalize on in huge ways. Spauldo obviously walking away with the big dub 3-0 though. Wow, that didn't feel like a 3-0. That was a slugfest. Like, shout out to Gravy Jones. That was a slugfest. Jesus.
Yeah, that goddamn. That whole bracket was sick though. Like, I actually want to rewatch it all. Damn.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's the that's gonna be the rest of the stream, guys, as you're gonna have to finish these codes or you will listen to me yell for the rest of it. And I still got plenty of voice left. I got a full bag of cough drops here. I'm not committed to commentating anything until at least tomorrow. So,
Foxy, thank you for the $20 as well.
Oh, the direct contribution.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we got a few of those.
All right. Yo, $82.50. Yo, big thank you guys. This was this. I'll say it, Imperious. This bracket lived up to the hype. This was.
It did. Yeah,
It was a really fun bracket.
I love the beginner all-star brackets because I think it's such a great way to showcase people who have been, like, in a lot of cases just kind of like grinding and seeing how they've improved since they first started.
Right.
When we did it with Uni the first time, it was crazy, and I immediately knew I wanted to do it again. So we just did the second one with Uni, first one with Gran Blue. I can't wait until we have enough people from Blaze Blue to run a Blaze Blue one. I think that's going to be super hyped too.
Oh, that's true. I gotta start entering those Blaze Blue beginner brackets. By the way, I gotta get in there.
Blaze Blue is going to be wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stoked just to get more people doing that.
And the great thing about these two is every single one of these cats that showed up, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Oh no, is it? Are you booting me? Damn. All right, that's it. Well,
Well, congrats on using all the codes, and absolutely big congratulations to Spauldo closing it out with 6, one of the newer characters added. And it's crazy because we haven't seen true form Belial in this beginner's bracket.
Well, I was actually surprised we didn't see either of the new characters, but I feel like people are generally pretty character loyal in Gran Blue.
Oh yeah. This game for sure pretty well. Depending upon how long you've really been grinding Gran Blue, you'll see that variance, right? Because there are so many players that are like all over the place because they've been, here for the long haul. And then especially your newer players, right? Like they're kind of sticking to the same characters, and that's who you're going to be married to for a little while until you get more comfortable with what else is out there. So I'm looking forward to seeing more. Yeah.
If you guys also want more Gran Blue here, on Wednesday we're running our open bracket. So it's open to everybody. It's not like the beginner bracket. That's this Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Nice.
The next day, on Thursday, we're doing our Blaze Blue Open that Raya runs at 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, it's Uniclear Beginners. Oh, and tomorrow, Monday, we have Melty at 7 p.m.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, so links to all of those are in the chat. Also, I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to have this sign-up link shortly after finishing the stream here. But our big 2-day event in March is a go, and we're going to have Gran Blue there. So I'm stoked for that.
Really?
Yeah, it's the 19th and 20th in New York. So if you're in or around New York City and you feel like coming out, mark your calendars. I'll add everybody in the Discord when the link is up.
I might try to come out for that. That would be...
Should be a lot of
I don't know
fun.
what my schedule looks like, but... 2-day event. Is that going to be at?
It's going to be at OS still. We're working with Lunar Phase, so we're gonna like mix our games, the games we run and the games they run.
That's right.
Right now we're looking at Gran Blue, Strive, Uni, both Melties, and Dengeki. And it's been thrown around that people want us to try and squeeze KOF 15 in there. So,
because that'll be out.
Yeah, that may or may not make it in. We'll see.
Sounds like a hell of an event.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for it. It's been there's been a lot of stuff I've been kind of doing behind the scenes for it, and it's finally all starting to wrap up to the point where I can actually like promo it correctly. So hopefully you guys are around and can come out. Should be a good time. But otherwise, that's it from me. Make sure to follow both Zero and Lennox on everything: Twitch, Twitter, the whole 9 yards. Are you ZeroSyndicate on Twitch and Twitter?
Yes, I am. It's super simple. And even if you Google ZeroSyndicate, I'll be the first one to line up there. So.
Got that brand recognition on point. Let's go.
There we go. But yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you so much for the competitors as well for putting on a great show. And thank you, of course, to the Discord as well. Not only WASD Gaming, but also the Gran Blue NAPC Discord, because they've definitely been putting in a ton of work.
Absolutely.
Going. I mean, that growth is absolutely there. I know more than likely Rowlet's been posting up the link to the Discord at least 40 times in the last 2.5 hours that we've been on the streams, which is fantastic. So take the opportunity, $20 to get yourself in the door for Gran Blue Fantasy Versus. Now's a great time to really check it out, especially too, even if you want the whole cast, a nice easy $50. I say easy, but it's still a lot better than buying.
Oh yeah, it's in the 120 that it was before.
Yeah.
Cool. There is another tourney going on right now, so I'm just gonna send everybody there. I think they're